had no time to even surrender. Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 59th episode and the last episode for 2023 of FNV. Tonight, or I'll already mess it up. The last one for the year, and I'm messing it up. Ain't that wonderful? But yeah, hi, I'm your host Zarastro, and I've been scatterbrained. That's fuck me. Can we? Okay, hi. My guest tonight is Taishou Jyo. Joe, please introduce yourself. Tell the people who are listening something about yourself that they might not know, and just a general short intro about you.
Yeah, certainly. Konnichiwa, I'm Taishou Jyo, your local Sea Dragon Admiral. And in terms of one interesting thing about myself, let's see. That's not a lot. I didn't think this through. Don't worry, we're both on the same wavelength right now.
Yes, let's go. Wait. We're both scatterbrained.
Well, actually, that may be a true fact about myself. I'm pretty scatterbrained as it is. My viewers would probably know this. I'm a bit of a, despite me having the rank of an admiral, I'm kind of an airhead.
You got there somehow, though. How did you get there?
I fell to the top. Like, you know, it's just like through sheer luck, determination, and a lot of mishaps. I'm gonna be honest with that one. I don't know how I got here. I just landed with the hat, and they're like, "You're good to go." I'm like, "All right, okay, let's go."
They're like, the hat fits.
I'll take it. If the hat fits.
If the hat fits, yeah. I was thinking that one. we're literally on the same wavelength. Let's go. But yeah, no, welcome to the show. You're going to be my last guest for the year. We've not missed a single episode.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be the last guest here. Hello. To end it off on 2022.
So send it off and break a bottle against the hull.
Oh yeah, I'm going to break like 15 bottles.
Oh yeah.
Like,
tomorrow.
I'm going to be the cause for like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, let's go. We're gonna be celebrating New Year's on a cruise. That's something I would want to do someday. Going on a cruise? Yeah, going on a cruise celebrating New Year's.
That'd be kind of fun. I heard that a lot of cruise ships are closing down though. That's what I've noticed on in the waters. Just looking around, like, there's not a lot of cruise ships anymore.
Specifically for like holiday stuff, or?
I think in general.
Oh.
Little weird side vid that the cruise industry. This wasn't the thing I was thinking of talking about on this show, but yeah, the cruise industry is tanking.
Damn, why though? Why is the cruise industry tanking? Do people not go on fucking cruises anymore?
Yeah, I think the novelty is worn out. Like, it used to be a big thing back then, from what I've read about, but then now it's like, why go on a cruise when you just go on a plane and then go to your destination? And like, I guess the novelty of being on a cruise wore off a little bit. And also, like, a lot of them are, from what I've read too, this is me from watching like all those educational YouTube videos and all that too. Like, they just, it's not profitable anymore.
Oh.
They don't get too many people, or like, it's just too expensive to run the ship compared to even the amount of people they get on that they could fill up fully. So it's like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. This is kind of a tax write-off. I
know the only like cruise ship knowledge that I have is from the Below Deck TV series.
Below Deck, I think I've heard of it.
I don't know. My parents love watching it, and sometimes like I'll watch it with them. But it's like it's a reality TV drama. It's just you're following the crew. And,
I see.
There's
like,
always fucking drama and shit on the boat and whatever, but the cruises do look fun. If not hella expensive.
Oh yeah.
because they always
I
go
thought
on
about
like
this
a
this
big yacht or something, or at least a catamaran. I think is it. I don't know ship qualifications or I think that's the wrong word. Classifications. That's the one. But I'm assuming you do because Admiral.
Yes.
Okay, so with that, let's jump into the first main question and ask you, what's your lore?
My lore, okay. I probably won't go too ham on it because I've yet to debut, and so I want to save a good chunk of that for then. But
Okay, wait, before you then answer,
I-
is there a specific date that you're planning for it?
not exactly because I had dates in mind, but then that gets pushed off because life is like, let's just do this instead. And I'm like, why? Why life? Are we doing this? And then I'm like, oh, that's why I don't have the funds or the time. I see. Okay, life, I got you. But yeah, that's basically it. I'd ideally like to be for next year, but I can't guarantee it. I've always a lot of things planned, and again, like I said earlier, I'm scatterbrained, so
Yeah.
it's hard for. I have the ideas, I just don't have the mental willpower to like fully solidify them in a proper plan and like a training regimen. I need a training regimen. I need to be like an anime protagonist and be like, all right, you got to go under a waterfall and just sit down and think.
You need to go through your training arc.
Exactly. That's what's gonna take for me to debut.
A full ass training art. How many seasons? 4?
Hopefully 4. I'd like to stay at 4, no more.
No more than 4?
Well, I will idealize to like 1 or 2, but it might be 4.
So no more than 4, but could it be 3?
It could be 3. 3's a nice number. It's like a full on like training arc, like 3 seasons in. The viewers are like, why is there so much filler?
So much filler.
Turning into Naruto.
The filler is all of the pre-debut streams. Just streaming. What's that thing you were playing? Something Fleet?
Oh, High Fleet, yes.
High Fleet. That War Thunder and all of the all of the boat stuff. I did a bit of research actually.
Knowledgeable.
Yeah,
that's my training arc.
That's your training arc. Okay. Then before we go into your training arc, your lore, your backstory, give it to me. Now that we have it, have the dates, the future.
Essentially, I am a sea dragon coming from the depths, kind of like a underwater world. I won't say exactly like Atlantis, but I guess that's a similar place. And belonging to a kingdom. And my lineage of sea dragons is from a very powerful one that I will not say. But if anyone's able to, it might be kind of hard to see, but since I'm not zoomed in, but if anyone's able to see on my hat, it kind of reveals who. My main purpose, though, on the surface is to learn about humans, because we sea dragons find them very fascinating, very curious beings. And so I'm just here with my fleet on an expeditionary force to research and get to know humans, and I do that via live streaming.
Okay.
Because why not?
I mean, if you're at sea, you're not gonna have that much human interaction. So if you have good Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, I always tap into the undersea sea cables all the time.
So you're the one that causes my bitrate to drop. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm stealing the bandwidth.
Okay.
Those sharks you see on the news, or like those articles saying sharks are eating up sea cables under the sea. No, that's actually me. That's a cover story. That's a cover up. Yeah, sorry.
Wow.
I'm probably getting very in trouble with a lot of governments for doing what I'm doing.
Can't believe. First we have people stealing power from us, and now you're stealing my Wi-Fi too.
My bad. I need to stream though.
Yeah, I need it to stream too. Take it when I'm off.
Don't worry, I alternate between different sea cables depending on my mood.
Okay. No, in that case, then
don't worry. I'm not the sole cause all the time. I'm just one of
there's
many
others.
Causes. Yes.
So there's more of you.
Probably. I mean, we don't interact much when we're on this like the undersurface.
Yeah.
Like below the waves. We're just like, oh, you're here, huh?
But sometimes you see, hey, someone's left a mark.
Yeah. Like, oh, dang it, I was gonna use this one. All right, I'm gonna go with another one.
Wow.
we
Wow.
can't double dip.
The respawn. You don't
That-
double dip. Okay.
we don't
How
double
long is the
dip.
respawn for the consumable item?
The consumable item. Whenever the internet providers get iffy and they go back to replace the cables or fix them.
Ah,
And then
okay.
you give like a little month-long waiting period, and then
Fuck
we're
me.
like, all right, we're good to go again. It's like, you don't pick from the fruit tree too much, otherwise it's gonna probably not bear fruit anymore.
Oh yeah.
So,
You can
we
only
do a little waiting period.
Yeah. I mean, it's like if you have fucking sheep grazing, granted that's land
yeah.
things, not
Mhm.
sea things. But if you have like sheep grazing in a pasture, you need to rotate their pasture so that the grass can go back.
Yeah, that does make sense. That's similar like that.
Yeah, you just rotate underwater fucking sea cables.
The sea cables.
You know, when you plug in, you've depleted it, and it's like, alright, we'll wait now. Move on to the next. Couple of months to come back. Alright, hey, it's good, it's back.
Dang, look at that, it's like magic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Food for thought. Want to commit legal crime? Mess with underwater sea cables. They won't do anything about it. They're too lazy. Don't actually do that. You'll
Also,
probably
it's
get
in
trouble.
international
I'm a sea dragon.
waters.
Yes. Now that's the big brain moves. They can't do anything. I'm in international waters, baby.
Exactly. I own this land. Well, I guess water.
Water owns those land, but I'm a sea dragon, so technically I'm a representative of the water.
Oh,
think
okay,
that's
you're
how
an
it works.
ambassador. I thought you were an
We'll
admiral.
go with that. I'm a lot of things. My hat is a hat of many things.
Okay, you wear many different hats.
I do wear many.
How many
hats.
hat metaphors can we get?
Oh, how many do you want?
Many.
Many?
Yeah,
We'll see how many I
throughout
can
the
push
stream.
through the stream. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
far
spread them in and out.
we've
everywhere.
made 2, I think. You know, if the hat fits.
The
And
hat fits, it fits.
amount of many
I'm a
hats.
man of many hats.
Yeah. We'll figure some more out.
Oh, I plan to see how far we can take it.
But okay,
I'll milk this metaphor dry.
you will? Just like the
Oh, yeah.
milkman.
I am like the milkman. That's another hat I wear too.
Yeah, that's what I was going for, the milkman's hat. Let's go. Does that count though?
I'd say it counts.
You do?
I think
Okay.
it counts.
Okay, well, we'll take it. But with that, we'll then go take a look under the hat and ask what were some of the inspirations behind your design.
Ooh, yes. Let's see. So, when I was thinking of the design for myself, I think, well, one thing is that I used to be, I'm not as evolved anymore, but like I used to be a big fan of Fate Grand Order.
Oh, yeah?
You know, the Fate series? And,
Yeah.
the complicated lore.
If
you know
I don't know Fate. I think Fate's like one of those things, like, even if you don't know about it, you've heard of it, at least.
Oh yeah, you'll see like, oh my gosh, it's that historical character turned anime girl.
Hey,
But,
look,
like,
King
the same-
Arthur, more like Queen Arthur.
Oh, Queen
And
Arthur.
she's hot
and then
now.
oh, it's hot Queen Arthur. And there's more of them. There's multiple of them. Basically Fate. It's like the same character copy pasted over and over, and then like a few other characters sprinkled here and there.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
not Fate Grand Order, it's Fate Same Fate Syndrome.
Fate Saber Order. That's basically it.
Everyone just looks like Saber.
Honestly.
True.
Like,
And all of the guys look like fucking Lancer? Is that his name? I forget.
oh yeah. No,
Forget.
yeah. They're like slight tweaks in Lancer and then
Yeah.
slight tweaks in Saber. And then you have some
Yeah.
original characters here and there. But like they make like their appearance like 5 seconds in. Or in like a game or like an anime, and they're like, okay, we're going back to Saber now.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah,
Like-
so some of the Fate designs then. I can see it.
I think specifically, there's a character called Oda Nobunaga. obviously based off the historical character, that has a similar design, and so that initially was the I guess overarching design that I wanted to go for. Obviously, I had like interest in like ship stuff and all that stuff, so like I wanted to incorporate that. But yeah, that was the initial design, and then from there on, it was just a lot of kind of mishmashing ideas in my head and like this story stuff. I think what got to the jacket was, if I remember correctly, I believe it was, if you know, there's a recent movie called Greyhounds featuring Tom Hanks.
Greyhounds.
And in the movie, yeah, it's a movie about, let's see, I think synopsis wise, it's about a World War II American like destroyer ship escorting a convoy across the Atlantic to give supplies to Britain, and he gets attacked by U-boats and whatnot. It's like the whole war of U-boats back then. And in the movie, he wears like a coat. Yeah. Oh, U-boats, all the boats, U-shaped as shit. No.
I want to see the Z boats and the X boats.
Z boats, X boats.
Yeah.
Men, it's all X boats shaped in X, is full of X-Men.
What's a Q boat gonna look like?
Oh, that's a pain in the butt.
A Q boat's just a floaty with a person hanging off of one side.
Yes. Armed with a torpedo, so they're kind of silent but dangerous.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Yeah. They got a torpedo though.
I don't know how they fit on the little floaty, but they do. They're determined.
The torpedo is the engine. They go with it.
Oh yeah, they go with it. It's kind of a one-way mission. You ain't returning back from that one. They're dedicated. I give them respect for that, but they're also scary. Very scary. But yeah, I think in the movie though, he wears like a coat like this, like a fur coat. Because I remember that he asked his like I think an attendant, like another sailor, like, give me my fur coat, and I was like, oh, that's like looks like a nice coat. I'll try to incorporate that.
I've also got a fur coat. Let's go.
Hey,
we both have a fur coat.
We are very we are on the same wavelength.
Except where your coat and everything like covers up almost your entire body minus the shorts. Mine's like the coat's open, never closed, and how I can even take it off.
Yeah, I can't do that. The coat stays on.
The coat stays on. Yeah, it seems like it gets pretty cold where you are.
I mean, I do venture under the sea a lot, and then on the surface, it tends to be very cold as well sometimes. Sometimes it's hot, like temperate hot.
Yeah.
But like pretty chilly under the sea.
Yeah.
So I like to wear this all the time.
And I mean, seawater can also... That shit's cold, man.
Oh, yeah.
That shit freezes. It freezes up north and south.
It's freezing, it's cold, I don't like it. So I wear this coat.
Then why are you in the water?
I'm a sea dragon. It's just my thing. It doesn't mean I enjoy it. It's like, well, I'm here, so I might as well make the best out of this situation.
Next time I'm calling you, if I'm ever underwater, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna call you and be like, hello, how are you? I am under the water.
Hello. Well, like gargling.
Yeah. Wait, actually, no, I've got a drink. I can try. I'm probably gonna cough and spit on my keyboard. I did almost actually fucking choke right there and spit out half of the gulp on my keyboard. But okay, moving on. So then, who or what inspired you to become a VTuber? Now we talked about this just a tiny bit before we started.
Oh boy. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so this might be a pretty long story if you want to hear it.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
Okay. This is one of those it all began when I was born type of stories.
It's
not
flashback
like
time.
That.
It's flashback time.
Because in a way, so like I discovered VTubing I think around 2017. This was the early days. Like
With
it was
Kizunai.
pretty. Oh yeah, like I was like there with like Kizuna and all of them, coming up and all that. The funny thing is though, so like I knew about them, but obviously, I was like, they're really cool, but you know, I don't have a 3D studio. It's all professional stuff. I can't be that.
Yeah.
And the way that I discovered that, oh, this might be a tangible reality to do was, if you know a channel called Otaku Versus, may or may not.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, they have a character called Oda-chan. Recently, right now, they do a lot of animation stuff on YouTube. It's like little snippet shows, like animated like episodes. But back then they had this character called Oda-chan, and one of the episodes they did was where they basically had a very rough, because this was back in 2017, the technology was kind of still blossoming with Live 2D, I think.
Yeah.
Live 2D model of her moving for one of their like little shows, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I was like, no way, you could actually like be a moving anime character online. And then they live streamed it too, and I was like, this is cool. Obviously, looking back in hindsight with that stream they did, it was pretty scuffed, but again, this is like 2017, I think maybe 2018 by the time it happened, so like stuff was pretty new, especially for like the indie scene.
Yeah.
Like the only I knew that at that point that we're doing Live 2D pretty well was like especially Niji Sanji, and then like Hololive back then.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know Hololive has been around for a while.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't remember actually. Let me look. When was their first generation's debut? Hololive Gen 0. They've got Gen 0, right?
Yeah. I think it was Sora's generation.
I think so,
Sora, Roboko, Miko.
Yeah, Sora, Roboko, Azuki, Miko, and Suise. Although Suise and Azuki were only later, as far as I know, because they had their own thing.
Yeah, I forgot what branch they had before it shut down, got merged into Hololive proper.
Yeah. Oh, it was Inonaka Music.
Oh yeah, Inonaka. Okay, that.
Yeah.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah. Azuki of Inonaka. INNK. Yes, it's that one. Was a music label of Cover Corp. Okay. That was in 2019. Sora debuted September 7th, 2017. That's the first member of Hololive. Damn. And then Roboko was March 1st, 2018. Miko was August 1st, 2018. Dude, that was such a long gap in between their debuts.
I think, I think I remember it correctly. Sora was kind of like Cover's version of Kizuna Ai.
I mean, that's why if you look at like her very first outfit, yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's even got that little what do you call it? The hair ribbon thingy. That's like the logo for VTube Studio.
Yeah.
He's even got that, and like the blue dress, brown hair, kind of basically looks like freaking
Kizuna Ai.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted Kizuna Ai. Yeah, I think like, because like I remember like they were the ones that were doing Live 2D at the time. But then knowing that like, oh, because with Otaku Versus, they're a pretty small, I wouldn't say pretty small channel, but like they weren't run by a company. It was definitely like a passion project between like one person, a couple editors, and like the VA for Oda-chan, their mascot. And I was like, that's pretty crazy. And so in the process of that, I was trying to look up like who made the model for this, and I then discovered at the time a very baby Brian Tsui, who's now the person in charge of Iron Vertex, their channel.
No way.
And I was like, it's insane. I remember watching his videos.
Back then.
Oh yeah, like he was using like doing like very like basic tutorial like webcam like tutorials for live 2D. I think he used like a type of if I remember correctly, it was an anime character. I forgot which anime. But he was using it as like a reference to like, okay, this is how you separate like
Oh, that one with the yellow hair and with the blonde hair and yeah. I watched that when I started out because I had to figure out how I want to split my model too.
Oh yeah, same. I was like initially when I was like thinking about like should I just make my own model at the time, which didn't happen.
Yeah.
but like it was pretty crazy, especially now knowing where he is now with his big guild. And
Yeah.
a lot of the people he's worked with.
Dude, I can only imagine what it would have been like starting back then. Fuck me.
Oh, I think it was a Wild West back then from what I've seen. Like,
definitely. But I mean, if you started back in 2017, that's 5 years of experience that you have already. I only have 2 now.
Oh yeah. I think back then he was working. He didn't really work on VTubers because it's such a new concept regarding like the indie side.
Yeah.
And obviously he wasn't getting hired by companies at the time. So I think he worked for like a mobile game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
As Your Lane type of people, Girls Frontline. Those,
yeah, you're mentioning my game.
Yeah.
Do you play GFL?
I used to be big in it. I've stopped since.
Oh, damn.
I couldn't keep up.
Damn. You know, they released a new game that you can start and be ahead of the curve quickly.
Oh.
It's Project Neural Cloud. I started playing that recently. Now I've got 2 gotchas on my phone. Both GFL related.
That's a funny story because
yeah.
I think I mentioned this to you when you were like trying to like get me onto the show. I was in Japan at the time, doing on vacation, and like I remember seeing a bunch of ads on all the subways for Neural Cloud, and I was like, "What is this?" And I didn't know initially it was until you told me now that it was for a Ghost Frontline. I was like,
"Yeah, it's a new Ghost Frontline game."
And then you just told me, I was like, "Oh snap! It is the new Ghost Frontline."
yeah. So there's like 4 games for Ghost Frontline. There's Ghost Frontline. Then Neural Cloud is already out. That's basically like a prequel, or Project Neural Cloud rather. That's basically like a prequel to Ghost Frontline. It plays off like I think 10 to 20 years before. And then there's Ghost Frontline 2 Exilium, which is not out yet.
Ooh.
And then a Steam game, which is what's it? Project Codename Bakery Reverse Collapse or something like that, I think. I can just quickly check out my wish list because I've got it there. I think it is Codename Bakery Reverse Collapse.
Do they all play the same, or are they like a little different compared to the first?
Well, Neural Cloud is not entirely the same.
Okay.
It's a bit more interactive, and they've got like 3D chibi models fighting on their own. And you basically pick up like cards and stuff in between levels to upgrade the effectiveness of your team and all that.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
And they're not as resource heavy as Ghost Frontline, where like you've got the manpower, parts, ammunition, and rations, where like you need to manage that the whole time and all. It's not that as intensive as that, but I'm still very early on in the game. I haven't cleared the tutorial stage because the tutorial stage has like 11 missions in it.
I don't think there were that many in the first one.
Oh no, there weren't. No, definitely not. And then well, obviously GFL plays, and then I can't tell you how the other 2 plays because they're not out yet. But from what I've heard, Reverse Collapse Codename Bakery, that's the full name, is going to be more visual novel-like, and it's on Steam.
Okay, I see where that's going then.
Yeah, it looks like visual novel XCOM, kind of.
Oh,
like a 2D XCOM visual novel type thing.
That sounds interesting. I might want to pick that up.
I've already got it on my wish list, and they say planned release date 2023. So Hey,
Ooh, it's coming in next year then. Okay, then I'm taking a look at that when I get a chance.
hell yeah! I'll send you the link.
Oh yeah.
I can then I can
Congratulations.
get you back into the GFL hole.
Oh boy, another pit.
Yep,
Another pit for me to sink in.
another pit to fall down. Let's go. Or well, actually, maybe fall back into.
That's true. I did climb out, so I'm just getting pulled back in.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Oh no, you're not.
not.
No, you don't. Get back in there.
Yep, you cannot
No,
escape them. The girls are too cute, and yeah. What was your waifu, if I can ask?
In Girls Frontline?
Yeah.
Ooh, who was it actually? I had like a really like nice skin with Bar. So I think
Bar?
yeah, like the BAR, the Browning automatic rifle. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I lucked out somehow getting the bunny skin for her, so I was like, oh, I like her. But then oh boy, it was one of the sniper rifle. I think it was the Mosin. I think Mosin was the one that I had. I was like, that's my waifu in that game. Granted, I stopped playing before they introduced shotguns, so maybe there's a bunch of designs in there where I'm like, oh snap, I like their
Okay.
design a lot.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think it was like Mosin and then Bar.
Okay. Yeah, I've got Bar. Well, M1918 is what she's called now. I've got her in my MG squad because she's just fucking good.
She's really good. That's why I also kept her.
Yeah, I've
It's
got
like,
her
you're really
alongside
cracked.
Negev.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then 2 shotguns and just a handgun in between to buff them all.
I forgot what my lineup was, and even then, I don't know if it would even work now because again, it was
Probably not.
before they had shotgun.
Yeah. Which means machine gun. What would MGs have buffed if shotguns weren't a thing? SMGs maybe? Maybe both SMGs and ARs. I don't know.
I think they buffed. I think they did buff SMGs back then. They buffed SMGs and like ARs. So I think I used it a lot as like a.
Okay, like a pistol HG replacement.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember not using a lot of HGs at all because I think at the time they were just not good. At least most of them. Like there were some that were good, but like compared to the fire rate of like say getting a really good like MG, it's like just have the MG backline and it'll cover up with the SMGs and the ARs. Up front.
Yeah, definitely. Now it's just like you kind of have to have a shotgun with the MG. But the bad thing is both of them need to reload, and those reloads are painful.
Yeah.
So if you've got
I remember that.
2 MGs and 2 SGs in one echelon, and then you've got a pistol, there is a spot where only the pistol is firing.
Scary thought.
That's such a pain.
Like
If your echelon doesn't win that battle before they need to reload it, you're fucked. Or well, not fucked because your shotguns can tank, but still, it's a pain.
Gonna be painful.
Yeah. Well, hell yeah. I found another GFL buddy. If you do end up playing it again, send me your UID and I'll add you.
Yo, for sure.
Oh yeah. Because I need more people that I actually know on GFL. But back to the original story of how you became a VTuber, who led you down the rabbit hole.
Okay. Led me down the rabbit hole. Okay,
yeah,
I
we
think...
went down the gacha rabbit hole just now due to Life Today.
Yeah, we did. Okay, I remember. Okay, so
so you found a young Brian.
A young Brian, and I think from there it was just like a lot of like just discovering more into the VTuber sphere, and initially started obviously with Japanese VTubers. I don't think until like really the boom of like Whole Life EN.
Only in 2019 were there actually. I think Niji might have had bilingual people before.
Oh yeah,
I'm not sure.
I think they did. I just never discovered them. I do know that they might have had
But the
Niji-sanji
boom,
in
the boom happened in 2019 to 2020.
oh yeah. In terms of like the Japanese VTubers that kind of led me there, I remember distinctively watching. It was I don't know if this is appropriate to say on stream because if you know Matsuri's Band-Aid story.
Oh yeah, I know of the Band-Aid story.
Okay, yeah. I discovered that clip. That came out of nowhere in my process. I was like, this is a whiplash, but this is kind of entertaining. It's kind of funny. And I discovered more of them. And then I started like slowly watching a bit of their streams. And then obviously, despite me not knowing any Japanese, but just vibing with it all. And then next thing came Fubuki Scatman, and it kind of just tumbled in there.
Yeah.
But that's how we became a VTuber fan.
Probably Corona is Ikumbukum as well.
Oh yeah, Corona's
Even though I
Ikumbukum
don't
too.
know what Ikumbukum is. Completely flies over my head, and I don't find it funny because I don't understand it.
I think it's a Crash Bandicoot reference because like, she was playing Crash Bandicoot, and one of the I guess characters in there, I think when you like save or whatever, I'm not too familiar with Crash Bandicoot, so don't quote me on this. But
Me neither.
one of the characters definitely says like Ikumbukum. And so that's why Corona just copies it because I know Corona's a big fan of playing like older
Yeah.
video games.
Yeah, she plays a lot of retro games. That's like her niche.
Yeah. And so she just copied like Ikumbukum, and then it just took off. For whatever reason, the international fan base latched onto that because goddamn. Yeah. So like that's how I became a VTuber fan. I think what made me though like think like really a push in because I kind of like gave up with the whole live 2D thing after seeing how like complicated it is, and I lost motivation. I was like content to be a fan, but then it was through the group of Holostars, if you know them.
Oh hell yeah.
This was even before they had the EN,
boys.
The boys. It was even before they had the EN branch. It was all Japanese.
Yeah.
I think they
I was watching
like, you know what?
Yeah, I was watching Holostars before the Ian branch came out too. Specifically Astel.
I love Astel.
Because Astel's amazing.
I was out there, yeah.
Yeah, I found
think Astel's
him.
definitely my inspiration.
Yeah. No, I found him when he was building the Taj Mahal in survival.
Oh, that one? Oh,
yeah.
Yo, that was a good stream. Like all those streams where he did that, I'm impressed that he was able to do like such a good job of making it. It's insane.
And
like,
I was,
look at it.
Yeah. And I was like watching there every now and then. And the thing is, like, I would type in my broken hiragana, or I would type my message in English and then put a fucking Google translated Japanese version on like in brackets on the right, and then he would like try and respond in English, and like I was just like, damn, my man's actually putting in effort to learn English so that he can speak to more of his viewers and stuff.
I think that's truly a gem with Astel. Like he wants to interact with everyone.
Yeah,
like he really is involved with that. I love him. I think definitely he was like a big inspiration too, because I guess, and when it came to streaming, I was unsure like how I would fit in with it, because I'm not exactly a loud, boisterous type of person on stream. I'm kind of more chill. I'll probably bounce off of people, of course, but like,
oh yeah, same.
I can't just. I ain't how I say, I ain't Tyler One. So I can't go monkey mode.
You're more Saikuno.
Yeah. I'd more follow the Saikuno path than the Tyler One path. So.
Yeah, same. Like, honestly,
at the time, that was like during like the whole like, as well with Twitch, how it was booming up as a ninja and whatnot, and so a lot of those personalities were like more the big let's go like gamer type of like
because that's what blew up.
I'm like, exactly, and so
that's
I
what
was like,
people were looking for.
Fit it in, but then Astel, he has those moments too, of course, but then
definitely.
He's also pretty.
But I think everybody gets those moments every now and then.
Yeah, everyone gets those moments. I think like definitely though he had like that mix, and I was like, I could do this, and I look up to you too. And then like obviously he's cracked at shooting games. He's a good singer. He likes to entertain. He's just I think a creative and artist through and through.
A man
And-
goes from building the Taj Mahal in survival in Minecraft to wiping out half a lobby in Apex to fucking singing an entire album of Disney songs amazingly.
Oh my, yeah. Speaking of Astel, I think he's before we got on here, I think just to like pump myself out, I was actually watching Astel's karaoke because he's been singing for his I think 220,000 subscriber milestone.
Oh shit.
And yeah, and I was watching him just to get myself pumped up before coming in here, and I was like, God dang, Astel, you are singing. I think he's been
Hell
singing for
yeah.
8 hours now.
He's been singing
That man needs to
for... Right, that's
break.
also a thing he does. I forgot. He sings for fucking 8 hours at a time.
His endurance streams like crazy, and it's not like
Same.
just like, oh, play games, like singing, like obviously Minecraft games, shooting. Apex,
Imagine doing an entire karaoke stream for 8 hours at once. Bruh.
Thinking about that, goodness.
I don't even know that many songs that I can sing comfortably, let alone have the stamina to sing for that long.
He's an entertainer through and through, and that's why
100%.
I'm inspired by him.
Aye.
Although I don't know if I'll reach that level though, or
I'd
want
say-
to at 8 hours singing.
Oh, you don't want to reach that level?
I don't want to sing for 8 hours. I like to sing, but I like to learn how to sing, but I don't want to destroy my vocal cords in the process, like
Yeah.
he does sometimes.
Yeah, because I mean, if we quickly do the math, right? If I just pull out my calculator real quick, and I say an average song is about 3 minutes, right? So 8 hours times 60 minutes. That's 480 minutes divided by. Where's my divide? What the fuck? I don't know how to divide on this keyboard. It's a compact, and I've lost my numpad. Okay, divide by 3 minutes. 160 songs.
Oh boy, that's so
That's longer than most Spotify playlists.
my man's his own Spotify playlist. Honestly,
He
that one, like,
is.
perspective like that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he is the Spotify playlist. Yeah, for real. Dude, them clippers making clips of like Astel sings or whatever, like how they make Gura sings. He does one karaoke stream and the clippers are eating well.
He does 5 of them in a month, and like, okay, we're kind of full. Astel, please calm down.
Wait, does he actually do like 5 in a month?
He does a lot, surprisingly. Like,
Yeah.
and sometimes they're just very impromptu. From what I've seen, like
Hmm.
he like, I'm doing a karaoke stream, and I announced it like yesterday. So we're doing one now. It's endurance. Let's go. And then it happened like likely like 8 p.m. His time in Japan. Probably go up until like
6 a.m.
maybe 6 a.m.
Yeah,
max.
I remember. The reason why I can watch his streams is because his sleep schedule is horrendous.
Yeah, exactly.
Because so is mine.
It's like, hey, look, I can watch your streams now because we're on the same wavelength now.
We're on the same time zone, even though we are literally 4 time zones or 6 time zones apart.
Goodness, Astel. Truly an international being.
Truly, Mr. Worldwide.
Exactly. Definition of Mr. Worldwide.
But so after you found Hollow Stars, then where did that lead you?
It was just like from there, I then like seriously thought about like wanting to be a VTuber. And I initially drew like a PNG model, although I technically, so me as Taishou Jyo is actually like a rebrand from an initial design, which was actually more demon
Yo,
I was
You
like,
were
I
my
was like a
kitten.
demon general. I
you
was
were
a
my
demon
kid and you
general.
betrayed me.
I went for the sea. The water was wet. It was kind of cool, but then I realized it wasn't cool. But it's too late now. I'm stuck in the water.
You dropped your hat, fam.
I did. Another hat. I
Yep.
used to have a general hat. Now I'm an admiral. I switched branches.
You went from brown to blue.
Yeah, brown to blue, baby. Yeah.
You know, in my lore, I
and
was a convict conscript.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I fucking died.
Or I fucking died.
Yeah, no, I've been
Oh,
isekai
shit.
to this world.
Oh.
That's why I got the scar in my eye. Also, the scar is a nod to UMP45 from GFL
Yo.
because she's my wife.
That okay. I think actually, I don't want to delve back into that rabbit hole.
Oh, we
again,
can,
'cause
we
I'm scared I
can.
will not-
We can.
I'm scared. I'm scared it's gonna turn from like
We've lost half
Friday
of
Night
our
VTubing
we've lost half of our audience listening already. But I mean, I don't care. We're talking about GFL. I fucking love it. Let it go.
it's gonna turn from Friday Night VTubing to Friday Night Girls Frontline.
Yeah, it was FNV. Now it's FNGFL.
FNGFL. I think it was UMP. Who's her sister?
UMP
It was
9.
those two were also waifu. Yeah, UMP 9 was I think waifu.
9 is
too.
the more energetic one.
Mm.
But I like UMP45 because, well, if you go into, I think, is it Operation Deep Dive? You go into the lore behind her and stuff, and I've not gone into it yet, but I know of it. And if you don't mind spoilers,
I don't mind.
there's a third UMP sister,
Ooh.
UMP40. She dead. Yeah, she dead, and that's why UMP45 is so strict with her teammates and all of that, and like why they're like, you know, the Ghost Squad, Team 404, the team that doesn't exist and all that, because they're because of the stuff that happened.
Tragic backstory. Oh, I see.
Yeah, and plus I just like the 404 squad more than the AR squad, because the AR squad is like, you know, your general protagonists.
Yeah, no, I agree. 404 was pretty cool. Like they I think I vibe with them more because they just were more unique in terms of a squad than just a bunch of ARs.
A bunch of ARs.
I'm like, oh wow, cool! You got the A team. That's kind of that's great. Sure.
And I mean, like, to be honest, when you actually put it into practice, like when you build an echelon with them, you've got M4A1 that buffs ARs, sure. Then you've got SOP mod or SOP 2. You've got M16A1 and you've got AR15, who they all buff SMGs. They don't buff each other. The only one who buffs anything in that squad is M4.
I think that's why I never decided to go for a squad, because I was like, this is kind of useless. Why are you guys like? How are you guys good?
Yeah. And
Like,
meanwhile, with 404, you've got 2 ARs and 2 SMGs.
Yeah,
It worked perfectly.
it's a better team.
Yeah, the synergy's there.
Come on.
Although there is a fifth AR member who is an SMG.
Oh,
Gets added later into the show, into the series, the story. So then you've got some more AR buffs, and all of the ARs can finally buff an SMG.
finally we have someone we can use. We're useful now.
Yeah. But we made the mistake and dipped our toe back into GFL.
This is dangerous.
Yes, it is very dangerous. Back to, I think we've probably gotten enough backstory by now.
Yeah. Essentially,
We're already 50 minutes in.
Holo Stars. That's where I became a VTuber, and then just through there, just discovering and then eventually I just decided to hit up Kamochiru, and then I was surprised when Kamochiru, my artist, said, "Yeah, sure, I like your design," because I just drew a redesign for her, sent it over. I think I was gonna get rejected. I was like, "It's not gonna take it," and then she's like, "Hey, I like the design. Let's do it." I'm like, like I had the whole like Mr. Krabs like meme where I was like, what, huh? We're doing this? And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And at the time when I got the email back, I was, I think, in vacation in Hawaii, And I was like, oh shit, I wasn't thinking to reply this soon. Fuck. I mean, I had the funds. I had like a little. I was saving already and kept it in a little corner for myself. I was like, oh shit, we're actually going with this. Like, I thought you're gonna reject me, but okay. I just sent all the details and all that, and went in. Turned out lovely. Then later on, like I said, I think I mentioned it to you before because I was watching also Kira Amori.
Yeah.
My rigger.
Yeah.
I was also a fan of her, and also she was a VTuber as well. I was like, oh snap, maybe I could ask her if she does them still, and she was. And then when she had her comms open, she said yes and was excited to ring my model. I was excited to have her on, and it was overall very lovely. And yeah, I think yeah, like in terms of like who, it definitely would have been like I think as an overall brand, overall like the whole Stars boys. I think they pushed me in. It was the whole Alive and like all of them got me into the world of VTubing, but then whole Stars really like pushed me into be like, oh, I can be one too. Because obviously, I think at the time, people knew like VTubers as like only I guess girls or female presenting models. So I was like, no. Like if I can do it, but then
I initially also had a male model. I actually have 2 male models. And then I just decided, you know what, forget. I want to be a girl. I want to get a gender band. And then it was initially just for the meme, and then it was like, okay, but the gender band's kind of hot, and I like it.
I like being hot.
Yeah, and it's difficult getting artists that can draw muscles.
Oh yeah, that's what I've noticed too.
Yeah,
I think that's why I went this direction. I'm like more soft boy, I guess.
Yeah,
but like, I mean, I like it more. I think it fits me more than because I don't think I could be like. I think I tried to force myself unintentionally to be Tyler one with the more muscled out screaming.
Yeah, no, honestly, I don't think that it really fit me either, because like IRL, I'm a skinny bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot get muscle at all because I've got a super fucking fast metabolism.
Oh, I see.
So it's tough. So that's why I wanted muscles on my model at least.
Then you're like, I look kind of hot though as a chick.
Yeah, I'm like, I've got boobs. I'm happy.
I'm happy. I initially thought about like getting like a gender bent for myself. Like this would be definitely in the like way future. But like at the same time, I then again I get mistaken for being a chick until they hear the voice. I'm like, oh, you're a dude. I'm like, I'm a dude. Hello.
Yeah, I mean that always happens with me, but I think it's more understandable why it would happen with me, because like it's always like one of my favorite things when I start a stream and someone new hops in chat, and then like the other day I was quiet for a bit, like just when they hopped in, they said hi, and I was in a cutscene, and I don't speak in cutscenes and whatever, and I was like, oh hi, how you doing? And they're like, oh shit, I thought you were you were a guy or a gal. I'm like, I'm a dude.
I'm a dude. Hello.
You come here looking for hoes, and instead you only find bros.
I'm the bro, not the hoe.
Exactly. So yeah. But how about since we've already been going for 56 minutes, so let me quickly do my halfway plugs. So if you guys have enjoyed this episode so far, make sure you go check out fnv.crd.co. That's where you can find everything to do with the show, including the links to the audio-only platforms, because the show is currently available on Spotify, iTunes, Google platforms, and Anchor FM. And there you can also find a Google Forms link where you can apply to be a guest if you are a VTuber yourself. No guarantees, but do go check it every now and then. So shoot your shot, and maybe we'll have you on in 2023. Yeah, make sure. Otherwise, you also go check out Taishou Jyo on Twitter and Twitch. Both of his links are in the description and chat and in the show notes. Otherwise, you can type it out on Twitter. It's at TAISHOUJYO. I'll do that again because I almost fucked it up. So it's TAISHOUJYO. Jyo. That's Taishou Jyo. And that's the same on Twitch. There we go.
Do it. Otherwise, I'll tap into your internet cables.
Oh god, he's gonna send me to Brazil again. Because that's what happens.
Going to Brazil.
That's what happens when you cut off my connection to the EU.
Brazil.
I go to Brazil because they're apparently the closest to us. On here in South Africa, which is a pain. Because EU ping is better than Brazilian ping, but because they're closer, it's a pain.
It's like, well,
That's all I can say.
no, please, I don't want to go to Brazil. You're going to Brazil.
Exactly.
You're like you Portuguese sounding music. No.
Fucking FIFA World Cup song starts playing.
Starts playing the FIFA World Cup theme opening. No, please, I don't want to
No,
go
please.
back.
Or no, the song from Rio, the movie with the birds.
Yeah, that plays like, you're going back.
You're going back. No. We're tapping into the Title 1 part now.
Oh my goodness.
But then now that we've had quite the backstory, how about we go to what inspires you now? Still
Inspires
Astel,
me now.
probably.
Definitely still Astel.
I mean,
I think
considering
in
that you
terms
watched
of,
him just before.
yeah. Obviously Astel. Obviously, I think another one in terms of the whole Stars Boys specifically would definitely be there's another member called. Surprisingly, no. I haven't watched a lot of him, but he's cool. When at times I do watch him, I like him. But actually, it's with Aruran Des.
Oh, Aruran, yeah. Aruran is amazing. I love him too.
I love him. Oh my goodness, I love him so much too. Him, his DJ streams and all that. He's just a goofy dude. I think
He's just a dad.
a dad through and through. Although now he has that new model where he's now a lad.
Oh, I don't think I've actually seen his new model. He's turned from
It's
a dad
definitely,
to a
like-
lad.
Yeah, like he's a lot younger. So like no longer the old dad. Now is a Bishonen lad. But I like him too. It's a nice model. Also
okay, I
still
see.
made by yeah. He went
Yeah.
from dad to lad.
He did. Damn. I mean, he do still got that
yeah.
dad bod going though.
He got that dad bod. More like younger years self, I would say. Lore wise, like he's technically like a alternate universe version that got
Okay.
transported here.
Yeah.
I'll just taking the reign now. But yeah. I guess who else? So it was inspirations. So like definitely those two from Whole Stars. And I would probably encompass that as well to now the Whole Stars EN boys as well. With them. I think from there, surprisingly enough, so like when I became a Kamochiro child, I got invited into like a little like family Discord with all the other Kamochiro children, and because of that, they have honestly also become some of my biggest inspirations too, that keep me driving, because a lot of them are just really talented, and just getting to talk to them and all that stuff too is been a blast. Learning things, like vibing with them, getting to know what they do, and then just watching their streams as well has been like great. So like in extension as well, the Kamochiro family, which I didn't realize there's a lot of Kamochiro children out there.
Dude, you'd be surprised how many live 2D artists and riggers have children.
Oh yeah.
Or how many children they have. Sorry, let me rephrase that.
It's kind of insane, because I was like, I only knew at the time Omi VT, and I saw one of Alfina VT. Those two. You may or may not know them. I know that Alfina was part of Neander's Twitch rivals recently. Like the Minecraft one that they had.
Spell Alfina.
Alfina, ALPHENA, and then VT.
Oh, okay.
I forget.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they were like
Yeah.
the poster childs for Kamochiru's commission website. I wanted to do beforehand, but then like obviously I got to discover more of them. In fact, I think one of them's another sibling in the family by the name of Synamaur, Synamaur. They're a ant queen VTuber, but they go down the Bobby Niku route. If you know what Bobby Niku is.
Isn't the Bobby Niku isn't it like a vengeful ghost or something? Am I thinking of something else?
Oh no. Another term. Yeah, something else. It's that's right. Oh, actually, I don't know. I was overthinking this. It's essentially just like a male streamer that likes to use a female avatar.
Am I a Bobby Niku?
I mean, I guess so. If you want to identify as a Bobby Niku, I know it's a big thing in Japan. Like,
I mean, I'm using a female model, and I'm a guy.
I guess you're a Bobby Niku.
Oh,
I think that's the term. Like, to where yeah, I identify as like a guy, I identify as a male, but like I want to use the female avatar to represent myself. That type of deal. I think that's where they go, and they're really cool as well and really sweet. Like a lot of the Kamochiro family is really nice. I bonded with quite a few of them, so they keep me motivated to stream and like just push the envelope to. Learn.
Okay. I had to look it up real quick. Yeah, it is. It does mean depicting an anime-style female character used by content creators who are often, but not always, male. The term is an abbreviation of virtual bisoujo juniku, meaning virtual girl incarnation.
Mm-hmm.
So the ba from virtual, and then bi from bisoujo. So ba bi, and then niku from juniku. So ba vi niku.
I'm always impressed with like the Japanese acronyms or their blending of terms.
Dude, for real.
I'm like I cannot be big brain enough to be like, yeah, we're just gonna splice it like this. I'm like, that's pretty genius, but I would have never guessed it on the first try. Like upon realizing it's like that's insane. that's big brain. What the heck?
It really fucking is. But hey, now you have actually helped me out, so that if people wonder hey, what are you, then I'm like, I have a word for it, or a term.
Bobby.
He's a Bobby Niku.
Yeah.
Hey yo, I learned something. Let's go. My singular brain cell is happy.
I used my sensei hat this time to teach you something.
Your sensei hat, got it.
My thinking cap.
Yeah. Although now I gotta know, when actually wait, no, you said you haven't debuted yet, which means you're going on the list.
I am on the list.
Now that you mentioned your sensei hat, now I can put you onto my Kohai's list.
Oh, I'm Kohai now.
Yep. You are now a Kohai.
I want to know.
Hmm?
Oh, what's the list? I'm kind of curious.
It's just a list of Kohais. People that I've interviewed here, and then it's like, if you've debuted after the 29th October 2020, you're going on the list.
Ooh, okay. Baby Kohai from the sea.
Yes. Also, you used to be a demon, so even better.
I used to be a demon, yes. I have those demon tendencies here and there. Like, I mean, dragons and demons, sometimes we share similar tendencies, a little bit of mischief, a little bit of violence.
Yeah.
A little bit of trickery, so it's still there, I think.
I just thought of something, right? So, Sea Dragon.
Yes.
And your name's Joe. You set yourself up for a lot of these nuts jokes.
Oh yeah, I take pride in that, but often I'm usually the one that instigates this. I turned it around. I've heard a lot of Joe Mama jokes, and dished out a lot of Joe Mama jokes. In fact, I think my proudest moment was this was a little while back. I think I like to say middle of this year, summer. Bao was doing a Smash or Pass stream, asking for to put like their models up for the smash or pass, and then maybe like, a little description. And I think towards the tail end of the stream where I did my whole thing. I was like, I'm Taishou Jyo, and then a lot of people tend to call me Jyo. So I was like, just like to reiterate, I can't speak. How to pronounce it. I was like, oh yeah, like Joe, as in Joe Mama. And she read it out loud on stream, and she was like, ah, fuck. You son of a bitch. I was like, hey.
They're like, hey, I kind of got her.
Hey, I got her, guys. Let's go.
To be honest, I think bow falls for those easy.
Yeah, but that was a proud moment, a highlight in my career.
Let's go. Although you answered one of my questions later in the thing, damn. We'll get to it back later, but let me ask you now then, moving on to the next question. So, what about VTubing fascinates or interests you the most?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think when it comes to VTubing, it's a lot of things, but like I feel that all those things kind of contribute to the charm of all. Like, obviously the ability to be anonymous, in a sense. So like you have that ability to like not exactly like with like IRL streamers.
Yeah.
Kind of like their face essentially is gonna be what's definitely well known about them, whether or not they want to present their real life or as much as their real life onto their streams. Like sometimes they play a little bit more of a stream personality than what they are IRL, but obviously their face is attached to that, and that could lead to obviously complications.
Yeah.
You hear horror stories and whatnot, and people recognizing you on the street, on the street, which may be cool, but then could be dangerous or annoying or tiresome. Especially when you want to keep streaming and private life separate. So having that anonymity helps with VTubing, but yet at the same time having still something to show. Like, it's also a reason why I didn't want to just become a no-face streamer. I want to present some of that interactability and all that to like streaming or content creation.
And with the model, it helps building a brand.
Oh yeah, exactly. I think especially like I think there's another cool thing too to add on to that as well. Where I was going was on top of like adding that brand and like just having that character in a sense, like I feel like you're just more creatively free as a VTuber.
Yeah, like
you have this character that you can build off of. You could do a lot of opportunities as much as you want to. You don't have to play into a character if you don't want to. Like if it's just a starting out point, then that's perfectly fine. Because not everyone it's like I'll always stick with the shtick of me being whatever my character is, be bound by guidelines or definitions, but you have that option and you could play into it as well as much as you want. For me, I like what I want to do with as myself, Joe, is definitely hit a lot of like lore stuff. Like I don't want it to end just with the debut,
Yeah.
I want to always continue telling a story about myself, Joe, the Sea Dragon Admiral, and like I want to therefore make a lot of cool like videos surrounding that too. I think that's the creative in me that wants to just make stuff.
Kind of like how VShojo like adds more lore with every outfit debut or something.
Exactly, yeah, like that type of sense. That's why I like it so much, VTubing, because I feel there's a bigger avenue to content creation. Yeah. Than if I was to say like IRL stream or like even no cam stream, because there's something there that you can build off of, and like it's fun. It's like how to describe like D&D, like any like role playing game or anything like that. Like
yeah.
Again, you have the option to do so. Like no one's should be thinking like, oh, if I have to be a VTuber, I have to be in character. Like you don't have to be, but like it just opens more doors than I think normally IRL streaming or even no cam streaming does for people in terms of creativity.
Yeah, because I mean, it in the end, the model is a form of expression.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
But I like that answer. That's you've gone pretty in depth with that one. I like it. Now let's go with a more hypothetical question.
Ooh, I
So-
know those. Okay.
Yeah. So if you could rebrand, what would you rebrand into and why? There's no limits,
Okay.
except
No limit.
you can't be a sea dragon. And since you have already rebranded from being a demon, no demons.
Okay. No demon. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I'll ask a question on this. Would being another type of dragon count or no?
Yes.
No dragons in general. Okay.
Yeah, no dragons. No
dragon
dragon
in
these
general.
nuts.
Okay. No dragon. Okay, that's another joke that always gets up on my stream too. That I also bring up and also gets dealt onto me.
Yeah,
But that's
because you got C, so C these nuts, and then
Sea dragon
and then
these
C
nuts on
C
your
dragon. So
forehead.
C me dragon these nuts cost Joe Mama.
I like to combine all of them. It's a pretty powerful spell.
Yeah, it's like a shout in Skyrim. You know, like you got Fush, then you've got
Exactly.
Fushro, then you've got Fushro Da. You know, so it's like you've got C, then you've got Sea Dragon, then you've got Sea Dragon Joe.
Yeah, Joe Mama, and then all of those
Exactly.
together, I do a lot of emotional damage.
And then it's just like, you
Until
know,
it's-
and then you've just got to go do it in the Wendy's.
Oh boy, sir, this is a Wendy's.
Wendy's nuts.
On Joe Mama's forehead. Like, sir, please stop. I'm gonna call the cops. Get out of the line, please.
But yeah, so
okay.
so your rebrand, what would you rebrand to?
Man, oh boy. I think like if I were to rebrand, it probably would be like maybe like a like a sci-fi type of like robot like pilot, kind
Ooh.
of like
Like a
thinking of,
mech pilot.
Zen. Yeah, like kind of like thinking of Zen's design where it's like an androidish, but then also like lore wise, maybe like a pilot or whatever. Because surprisingly enough, while I love like ships and all that stuff, I'm also a big fan of aviation. That's why I play with War Thunder. I play a lot of like
Oh yeah, you
planes
play the
more than
ships and the planes.
play the planes and the ships.
Yeah,
But,
I used to
like-
play War Thunder mainly for the planes.
Oh yeah, I still play mainly for the planes.
Yeah, I
ships
never
is-
enjoyed the tanks in War Thunder because I prefer World of Tanks.
Mhm, yeah,
Because they just do
I-
tanks better.
yeah. It's definitely a little iffy for me. That's why I like planes more. With
Yeah,
War Thunder. But I think I would rebrand into that kind of concept too, which would fit in with the games I tend to play.
yeah.
But yeah, like I think like a very more like sci-fi like android maybe would probably be what I would rebrand into.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I like that. I dig that. And then now that you've mentioned it, what do you usually stream? What's your usual content?
Content. Obviously my biggest staples is I think mainly War Thunder.
Hmm.
I definitely play that on the constant.
If I were to reinstall it, would we do a collab in it?
I'd be down. We've been playing mostly planes. I've been having a lot of fun playing jets recently. And that's been fun. But I could also definitely go into like the piston, like propeller planes as well. That's usually
Yeah, I think
my
that's still where I am.
for- Oh yeah, no, that honestly, that
still on the
form
old
of War Thunder
planes.
is a lot more chill. That form of War Thunder is, I think, the more fun one than jets, because God, with jets you're multitasking. You're thinking like you have to think ahead of time, like missiles and flares, and the
with planes,
combat's a
it's-
lot more
with-
different, more fast paced.
Yeah, with planes, it's just with the prop planes, it's just flying and dogfights.
Yeah,
And you've
I
just
think,
got
like-
a gun, and that's it.
exactly. That's why I like it more, because there's a lot less more pressure and a lot less stuff to think about. Because
I think
I'll
I
tell
used
you,
to
once
play
you switch
Bomber.
ooh, bomber, like I feel very unfortunate for people that play bomber because they kind of get run into the
Targeted.
ground a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's honestly kind of fun when you get a giant group of people doing it together. Like
Well, all
it
being
feels
bombers.
like one of those like exactly just
Oh. Yeah, you're just doing a bombing arm
it'd
with like 10 fucking bomber planes.
yeah. I mean, which it can be honestly kind of pretty fun because I think they actually buffed up the bombers gunners now,
Oh,
so they're no longer as
That's bad.
useless. I see a lot of people getting shot down now by bombers. Like before, it was
Damn.
really bad, or like it was kind of like a you're gonna probably die. You're not gonna make it to your base. But nowadays,
Yeah.
like they can hold their ground pretty well. Like I mean, if you know how to play like your plane, like for both bombers or fighters to fight bombers, then yeah,
Yeah.
you could win. But some people just don't know, and they just get they get torn up by bombers. They're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, easy kill, and then they realize that's a lot of machine guns, and I'm just tailing behind this guy with a bunch of machine guns. This is not good. This isn't good.
With a bunch of machine guns pointed right back at me, just tearing
Yeah,
up
it's like, wait
my
a minute,
fucking
you can
wings
fight
and
back?
everything.
I'm like, yes,
Yeah,
yes, I
they
can.
fight back.
Yes, I can fight back. Why do you think I was a free kill? Not anymore, buddy.
I think the
Yeah.
reason why I played bombers in War Thunder was also because I usually play SPG in World of Tanks, so that's like the artillery.
I see.
Yeah,
It's like more like 40 rolled and like just frontline combat.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Zooming around, Top Gun, Maverick. But in
Yeah,
a
no,
P-50
I'm in the
launcher.
corner of a map, fucking in a bush, using my artillery view, firing across the map, because it's actually quite difficult, because you need to account for fucking the trajectory of how the shell is landing.
Oh,
You need to think of
That's
like, is there any like obstacles in the way from it? Am I able to shoot that far? Have they moved? Because sometimes you can see them and then you can't, and then you
I
need to
think
guess.
that's the fun.
But my favorite thing is
That
trying to
one.
shoot at other SPGs.
Artillery battle.
Yeah, because
Let's use
sometimes,
your artillery man.
yeah, legit. Because sometimes, like, you know, if you play a map enough, you know, okay, these are SPG spots. So then you wait. If you see that they have like 1 or 2 SPGs, then you wait and you wait for them to fire, and then you can see where you can see the muzzle flash basically, even if you can't see them.
Ooh.
Then
That's
you can
favorite
see
brain.
that, and then you shoot, and then you miss because they moved. Because you learn to move after shooting too.
That's pretty cool though. Like I think I'd be too impatient for that type of play.
Oh, also
tend
the
to, like,
reload
very
time is
much-
like 30 seconds.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's 30 seconds
Oh
per
my
shell.
goodness.
And the aiming time is fucking 20. If you move, good luck. You gotta wait another 5 to 10 seconds to just recenter that tiny bit. Because of the distances that you're shooting at.
I'd imagine it's satisfying when you do get a kill. It's like, oh yeah.
Oh, it feels amazing. I can tell you that now. Because the thing is, you do like 1,000 damage in a hit if you hit proper. You can one-shot a heavy easy. And it just feels amazing.
I might get back into, or might get into more of the tanks. Then, it's been a game I've been wanting to play in terms of like
I've been
games
missing
to
it.
play.
I haven't played it in ages.
Oh.
Like a long time.
I feel the same way, but like it's one of World of Tanks' other branches, World of Warships.
Yeah.
I used to play that a lot as well, and I haven't played that in ages, but I had a lot of fun playing that. Game
Have
too.
you ever gotten a World of Warships sponsor?
No, I wish. I would love to be sponsored by World of Warships. I think it would be pretty fitting with me. Come on,
Yeah.
Wargaming.
Wargaming.
Come on, I could be your VTuber ambassador. Come on.
Yo, for real though, you could.
I literally have.
Like
I
you
literally
already
have
play
one.
this stuff.
Yeah.
Email War Thunder or Wargaming and whoever makes War Thunder.
Mhm.
Just be like, hey,
Like-
I'm your guy.
Come on, I'm your guy. Come on, I look at me. I have the drip. I have the hat. Admiral hat. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think like War Thunder is definitely like my staple game.
Hmm.
I think in terms of like a branching out from that, like in other games I usually do on stream, would be like FPSs. I used to play a little bit of Apex.
Hmm.
I would like to get into COD because I do play off stream, but it's just my current like computer setup right now.
It's difficult
It's
streaming it
stupid.
at the same time. Yeah,
Gosh,
I feel you.
yeah,
I feel you.
it lags a lot, and I'm like, it's just a fun game though. I want to stream it, but yeah, it's like, but definitely the FPSs. I think I'm not a good FPS player. I like playing them though. Uh, key distinction. I'm not good at the games.
I'm not good, but I enjoy them.
Yeah, if the game I was good, it would be War Thunder, but the game I like to play nonetheless. How skillful I am, it would be probably FPS games. And then on top of that, I've been recently getting into like horror games. I do enjoy those as well. I want to get into a few more of those, and then
Do you perhaps play Dead by Daylight?
I've been meaning to. I keep like telling myself I'll get into Dead by Daylight, and then I forget about Dead by Daylight.
Well, now you've got me to bother you, and I will pressure you into playing DBD with me.
Because I know there are people that play Dead by Daylight, and I'm like, I'll get into Dead by Daylight, and I forget to play Dead by Daylight.
I'm always looking for more people to play with.
Goodness.
Because it's
All right,
fun,
I guess
but
it's been a new year. I play Dead by Daylight.
Let's go!
It's a new year for me.
New
Girls
year,
Front
new
Line,
me.
Dead by Daylight. Maybe World of Tanks, World of Warships. You know, the whole shebang.
They I've just hijacked your entire fucking personality and made it mine.
Play these games now, or you go to Brazil. No, please, not Brazil. Not Brazil.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna be playing DBD, we are, and I host. Like, if you join on me, then we are gonna be going to Brazil because that's the only servers that they give me.
Anytime one of the killers is coming up to us, why do I hear boss music and the boss music like FIFA music?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Dun,
like,
dun, dun, dun.
They're like, I don't know FIFA like players. It's like, oh my god, it's that soccer player coming to kick my butt, that football player.
Messi just coming up behind you. That's fine. You just drop a pallet on him and he fakes a broken knee. It's fine.
I wish that happens in Call of Duty. I usually get killed by Messi's.
All right, doesn't Messi have a skin in COD now?
He does, and it's a little weird because like I don't own the skin. It's just that when I shoot him and kill him, I'm like, I'm kind of killing Messi right now. It's kind of a little weird feeling. I'm like killing essentially a real life person.
It's fine. It's not as bad as it's not as bad as when you're playing Fortnite and you're playing with your bros in a squad, and then all of a sudden you get shit on by fucking Naruto, Thanos, and Batman at the same time. And Rick.
I think that's what, it's so funny though with Fortnite. It's such a meme game where like I don't take it seriously because it's so funny, like even dying, because like, okay, which character from which series did I die to now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
it's Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty and Naruto and Sasuke and oh look, Spider-Man too. Look at that.
And with the new season, Geralt of Rivia. Or the Doomslayer. The Doomslayer is also now in.
And then Deku from My Hero.
Yeah. That's the entire squad. You've got Deku, Doomslayer, Geralt, and fucking Thanos coming in, all fucking ripping up your shit.
Such a meme game. Yeah, I think that's a shooter I want to get back into. Not because I'm good at it or because I care about it. I just think it's hella funny. It's super funny. It's just content. It's like the dumbest stuff happens in that game, and it's so entertaining just to hear call out saying, I got Thanos is behind the tree. Okay, now Spider-Man's pushing up on us. Guys, I got down by Rick Sanchez, guys. I got down by Rick. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. It's just like Rick's popping a big pot.
Morty,
or something.
I'm gonna go get Spider-Man.
I'm going to get Spider-Man, Morty.
Come on, Morty. Spider-Man. I don't know, Rick. I don't know, Rick.
I'm not sure about that.
Rick, help me, Rick.
Dude, I'm just waiting for the day they bring in Family Guy or South Park into the thing.
They bring in Peter Griffin.
Dude, they have to bring in an emote that's either "Shut up, Meg," or that's like just his laugh.
I would be done with the game. It was so funny.
And then Quagmire's there. Giggity.
Oh
Each time it kills someone, giggity,
Giggity.
just going.
All right. God.
Oh, that's fucking
Man.
amazing. But okay. Then now that we've talked about what you usually do, let me go a bit back again and ask why did you start making content? Like, we talked about what got you into VTubing, but why did you why did you choose live streaming as an a medium for content creation?
I think because well, one, I also knew that like VTubers do live streaming, so I guess I'll do live streaming. But like extending from that, obviously, like I guess it's to express myself and then just kind of build that confidence. Because I tend to be a rather quiet person. So like I was like, live stream will probably force myself to, improve on that. And like be more talkative and whatnot. And then on the other hand too, I tend to try my best to use the VODs I get from my live streams, or I record them while I'm streaming and then make them not just like slap the VOD into like a YouTube channel, but like actually edit them down.
Oh, okay. So you actually repurpose them then?
Yeah, like let's see, who is it? Okay, that's the name. I in terms of content creators, I think I was definitely more of a fan of YouTubers, like the whole old style of YouTube, like when Markiplier, PewDiePie were doing their thing back then. So I was very unfamiliar with live streaming. Like Twitch and like live streaming in general was a very new concept for me. I was like, how do you do this? Like in terms of like
I feel
entertain on live.
I feel that 100%.
And I'm still learning how to do that all the time, because I'm very used to when like they would just. I'm assuming back then they would just record, obviously do their live interactions, but then edit it down into a much more manageable like video.
Yeah. Edit down like a 1 hour recording session or something down to like 20 minutes.
Yeah. And so I tend to do that a lot with my videos, or I try to do. I'm a very slow editor because I do it all myself. But but like I tend to do that as well. And I look up to lots of like that old school style of like editing, like reaction type of stuff, but also even like more of the recent stuff too. If you know a creator of the name Soviet Womble.
Oh, Soviet is amazing. Dude, Soviet and like the entire Misfits gang. Soviet and the entire Misfits gang basically influence like how I edit my stuff too, because I make my subtitles the way they do. And that's what makes my editing so long.
Exactly. I understand now why Soviet Womble takes like
4 months to
upload a video.
Yeah.
There's so much effort in like, because it's putting more effort into really like the hitting those like subtitles like as an addition to the pun. I remember watching a video like, breaking down his editing style, and like the subtitles are a part of like the humor too.
It is
with how you interact with the screen, and so I wanna do that type of stuff as well. But then also looking up to like other creators, like say the Russian Badger, or like even like older like the Vanos crew.
Wait,
Vanos
Soviet
Gaming.
Womble and Russian Badger. Russian Badger just sounds like a fucking dollar store knockoff for Soviet Womble.
No. His editing style's a little bit different. It's more like memey, I think, and a bit more animations. Yeah.
Okay.
He's also pretty funny too. Yeah. I don't know which one came first though, but I don't know if they even interacted, because their editing styles are different for sure.
Okay.
Soviet's a very more I wouldn't say slow pace, but like more sarcastic, dry humor.
Yeah. British humor.
British
Brit.
humor for sure.
Yeah.
Russian Badger's a very more bombastic American humor, a lot more memes added in, a little bit more explosive with like the editing, and all that. I would also add on to like say Vanos's, if you know Vanos, especially during his heyday.
Yeah.
Like style, where like also like a bit more bombastic. Definitely plays into like the humor of the group as well.
Definitely.
And all that stuff too.
That's something that I struggle with that. It's like it's difficult getting that group. Like how you know Womble has the ZF clan, like Fitz and Swagger Souls, and all of them have the Misfits.
Misfits.
That I think the Do is basically a part of as well, but the Do is like everywhere.
No,
it's like he's in Misfits. He's done stuff with Womble too. I think maybe I don't know. I know he's done stuff with like Smitty and H2O Delirious and like all of those people.
yeah. I don't know. I always wondered too, because like it's when I think of like those people, I'm like, oh, they're in that clique, and then I see them in like another like video with another person I never expected them to be. Like for example, another like YouTuber I watch a lot is Operator Drewski. Because I like to watch his.
Oh wait, Operator Drewski. He does like
more tactical like game stuff.
Yeah.
In the FPS world, and like I think a lot of recently DCS, another game I want to get into, like flight simulator stuff. And so like I would see them because I remember like it was someone from the I like to say they're ZF, maybe Misfit, playing DCS with Operator Drewski. Who was it? I can't remember their name, and it's gonna bother me if I don't know.
I would think it's probably more ZF because they usually do more Milsim stuff than Misfits.
It might have been someone from ZF that tagged along with Operator Drewski and another like flight sim person I like to watch, Ralph Dude, and I was surprised to see them there. And then next thing you know, I see Operator Drewski playing recently Tarkov with the new like update that came out, and he was with Omewrecker, and I'm like, oh snap, Omewrecker, because I know Omewrecker also was with Vanos's crew a little bit too. And I'm like, damn, these connections are everywhere. Like this is kind of nuts.
They legit are everywhere. It's like all of the faceless YouTubers, because they're kind of like, even if they have shown their faces and stuff, it's like, you know, their video content doesn't have their face in it. It's all subtitles and gameplay and their jokes. That's what the focus is. It's not like you're not watching it to get to see their physical reaction, like maybe with Mark or Jack.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely like gameplay, maybe the commentary, like and like banter between like whoever there might be with.
Yes, all of them are like probably in like one Discord or something.
Maybe, yeah, shoot. And I see that similar with like VTubers, but VTubers are kind of like more of a niche, I think.
Yeah.
So like it's still surprised that one VTuber might know another one, because you know, the sphere is, as much as we like to think it's big, in terms of the whole grander like ecosystem of content creation, it's pretty small.
Yeah, it really fucking is, because like the amount of people that I've had on the show that know one of my friends, is like one specific friend, it's like, oh, you know Beru? And then everybody's like, yeah, I know Beru, we're good friends. And then, or I would schedule a guest, and then Beru would come to me and like, hey, you got fucking who? Was it Tora? No, Chua was the one. It's like, she was like, hey, you got Chua on? I was like, yeah, she's a good friend of mine. I'm like, oh. And stuff like that. And it's just like, bruh, how many people do you know? Because she apparently also knew Lopi when I got her on. And it's like, how many people do you know, Beru?
It's kind of insane, like the connections, like how
yeah,
like how do you guys know? Like what the heck?
Yeah, and then it's just like, yeah, no, we were friends before we became VTubers. It's like, okay.
Oh wow.
Okay, so like, what, like 100 of your friends have become VTubers now, bruh? What?
I will admit, I've gotten some friends into the VTuber sphere too.
I've helped a bunch, but that's also because I do rigging, so I make it easy, and I provide services to help with that. So that's different.
I take the role as to how you took me with the Girls Frontline. I just convinced them. I send them into the rabbit hole and say, "You're gonna stay there now. We're together in this."
Yeah, let's go.
Welcome to the deep end.
We're
Fans who
we're
actually
throwing you in deep.
into the pit.
Yeah, the VTubing hole is like the Mariana Trench.
Oh yeah.
Eventually,
100%.
it goes so deep you can't see the sun anymore because fuck knows we don't see the sun. We don't leave our houses. We don't touch grass. What?
What's that bright light in the sky?
Exactly right.
That's
It fucking burns me eyes.
Sun.
Are you winning, sun? No, I'm hiding from it.
I'm hiding from the sun. Don't stop that. Close my windows.
Ah, close the windows. Don't draw my curtains. They're blackout for a reason. But then we'll go on to a bit more onto a deeper topic, which is burnout. What keeps you going and keeps you motivated to, keep making content? What keeps you not burnt out?
Burnout. Oh boy. So I'll admit I definitely experienced burnout. Because like, especially when it comes to like editing and then seeing like other people like they're able to pump out videos so quickly. Like consistent basis too. With me and my Soviet Wombles editing schedule and upload schedule. Or yeah, like definitely I could feel like the burnout because like you always just that need to like wanting to create and whatnot. What I tend to do is I have to remind myself to definitely take breaks and like play games not for the sake of streaming, but for the sake of enjoying. Because for a bit of time I was like in that groove of like, if there's a new game I get, I need to play it on stream. Or like there's a game I really want to get, but I can't play until I play on stream. And I'm like, why am I thinking like that? Like I just play the game because I want to play the game. Like,
I mean, I'm like that.
I want to have fun.
I'm like that too. So bad.
Yeah.
Like I find a new story-based game and I'm like, hey, I can stream that. Then it sits in my Steam library for like another year.
Yeah, and it's like, wait, I should just play it. Like, let's just play the game. Dang it.
Yeah, but it's also good that I don't play it because if I do start playing it, I don't want to stop, and then I won't get any work done because my only job is rigging and like art soon. So it's like I have no self-control. My only self-control is my streaming schedule.
It's like I'll binge shit.
Yeah.
And it will not be good.
Yeah, because a story-based game, which is usually what I do, is like, you get immersed and like you focus on it and then you play it, you go to bed, you wake up, you play it again because fuck waiting.
Oh, yeah, you're right. From the very few story-based games, which tend to be like horror games recently, like it tends to be that where it's like, I just want to play it and I want to get to the end of it. And the stream that where I'm like, oh, we'll just divide it up into a few streams over like the month or week or whatever, turns into, yeah, we just played this thing for 12 hours because I don't have self-control. And then future me is like, you ding dong, this makes it harder for me to edit a 12-hour VOD. What were you thinking? Why not get through all this? Dang it, you Neanderthal goldfish brain. Why? As I scream to the heavens to my past self.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I do my streams. I try to do them in a way like how Mark and Jack do, like, the full game playthroughs.
Oh, yeah, I see.
So, like, I start my stream immediately, no starting soon screen, so that it's easy for the VOD watchers. Like, they can watch it, they can immediately get into it. There's a 4-hour video for them to watch in the background or something. And then at the end, there's like a 1 minute 30-second song playing. That's my outro, and that's it. And then it's in a playlist for that game. So it's like, it just continues on to the next one.
I should do that. So save me a lot of headache. Because
granted, there's zero editing.
Yeah.
Because
I need to do that more. Yeah. Oh gosh, especially editing like a story game. Like, because you have to like think of like, I don't want to
cut out.
Yeah, because like I feel like all of it's essential, right? Like, it's the story, so like you need all the context to it. Unless it's like more of like a funny meme recap of a story, then but like if you want to like, properly put it up, it's like you feel like you can't take anything out, but at the same time
you have to, because otherwise it goes on too long.
Yeah. the dilemma. I think I should probably do that then more often when it comes to like story-driven games
Yeah.
like that.
I would recommend you
you-
breaking them up into like hour segments though, because people don't watch 4 hours that much.
That's true. That might be better too.
Yeah.
Especially because I cannot imagine trying to condense a long story video game with Soviet Womble style editing and
Oh,
subtitles
hell
and all that.
no. Yeah.
Oh god,
Yeah.
doing that for the first time, and it was just a very short game with like an indie horror game, Iron Lung. I was dying. I was like, oh, what the hell?
Yeah,
Is this
no,
what you do,
that's
Soviet?
yeah, no, that's something else because like I did Yakuza 0 a couple weeks back probably by now. Actually no, a couple months back probably by now. October 8th was when I last played it, and it's got 59 hours on it.
Ooh.
It's a lot. That's a lot of
That is a
hours to edit down. And like Yakuza Kiwami, 39 hours. And I've got
Oh.
Kiwami 2 that I'm gonna do at some point. Batman Arkham Asylum, okay, 11 hours, a bit more doable. Arkham City, 13.2. Still a lot.
Oh man, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I think like with that type of stuff, and especially like I think if you want me to go back on the burnout thing before we talk about
Oh yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Like I think especially with editing does contribute to the burnout, and so like definitely me taking like lots of breaks, or at least working on more manageable projects and stuff like that, helps like ease the burnout. 'Cause I did get into a burnout. I was like, I need to take a break, like this week long, like this mental reset. And then from there on, I was like, I need to change up how I want to do stuff, because otherwise it's going to be a cycle of me like working really hard, being extremely tired, then forcing myself to stream until then again I break down, and then I have to reset, and like I was like, nah, we gotta change it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think in regards to video editing stuff, the big way I'd stop myself from being burnt out from long projects is doing a lot more shorts on YouTube shorts. I
I
find them much
seriously
manageable.
need to learn how to do shorts. I
I
feel like
yeah.
I'm seriously stunting my growth by not doing any shorts.
I think they're pretty useful. Like I feel that they're just similar to TikToks.
They are basically TikToks, except they're not going to be banned in the US soon.
Yeah, exactly. I did make a TikTok account, and I was like hearing all the news, and I was thinking, if TikTok's not gonna be around in like say like the US, should I bother? Like, nah, I'm just gonna go stick with YouTube Shorts then.
Yeah. But I mean, like with YouTube Shorts, as I mentioned, I had Punklopi on a bit ago, and it's like she blew up in the span of like 2 weeks, where she went from like, what was it, like 30k subs from Shorts to about like 150k subs from Shorts.
Jeez, the power of Shorts.
Yeah, so I'm like, I seriously need to like step up my game and see if I can get shit out, but I just don't have a mind for it. I can't think of short form content. It's so fucking difficult. The only thing I can think of is stream highlights.
Yeah, like short form content. Like I honestly, in order for me to get into that mindset, like, because initially I was like, how do you do short form content? I'm so used to like the longer video form, maybe like 20-minute max.
Yeah.
Stuff, but like, how do you condense it into like essentially a minute or less?
Yeah.
And that's like I have to like really dumb down and like change it up a little bit.
And it's gotta be vertical.
Yeah, it's gotta be vertical too, because it's mostly for mobile.
Yeah.
It's different, like for sure. Like I definitely did a lot of research by looking up like bigger, mostly TikTok, because like I was like, if there's any place that knows short form content, it's probably TikTok. And so I look up like how people, especially VTubers and other like YouTuber content creators, streamers, do their TikToks, and then like kind of emulate that style. I especially watch a lot of like VTuber like shorts as well to see what they do in terms of their content versus what they do for their normal video edited content.
Yeah. Like in the words
channel,
of Ludwig, do a yoink and twist.
Exactly, 100% yoink and twist. Like I love Ludwig's like advice too. Like he has
Same.
some really good advice for that stuff. So in terms of like the yoink and twist, like weird way to say it, but that's gonna be really weird for the people I'm mentioning. Like if you know like Amelie, Monarch
Yeah.
VTuber,
Yeah.
yeah, and like or like say Buff Pup or and all them, like
Mm-mm-mm.
I definitely watch their like shorts to figure out like, oh, okay, like that's like I guess the style of like short form content they go for, which is definitely different from like, or a little bit different from like their
streams.
normal like streams or even like
Yeah.
the edited videos they have on their channels too. Very more punctual, to the point of information. You just focus on one topic and stick on it and just get to the point to it.
Yeah.
Because you know, short form content, you gotta capture that attention real quick.
I mean, people scroll by within 5 to 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Is how long you have, or how short you have to capture people's attention for your full less than 60 seconds video.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, like, but at the same time, like I think I do find it a little a bit of a breather when it comes to editing. So it prevents a lot of that editing burnout where I'm like working on a project for like a month and I'm like, I just want this over already. I want it uploaded. Like I want to, because you know, because I see like the other person over there, like Joe Schmo VT, and they're uploading their like random name insert here VT, uploading like videos like on a weekly basis. I'm like discouraged and burnt out and like frustrated. I'm like, no. Well,
Yeah.
we could, you know, interval between shorts and whatnot, and you know, I guess switching to like another remedy for burnout, just making sure not to compare yourself too much.
Oh yeah.
Like, because you're your own person type of thing, you know. So
Well, I mean, the comparison is gonna happen. Like we say that, but we know it's gonna happen. We say not to do it, but we're preaching to the choir.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows, don't obsess over your stats, but I know you're gonna.
But you're probably gonna. So
because I do.
Temper yourself, like I guess like when it comes, because I know like for a fact, like if I upload like videos, I'm like hoping it would reach this much, and I get disappointed if it doesn't.
Yeah.
I think when that happens, and this happened to a recent video of mine where I'm like, oh man, it didn't take off how I thought it would, because I worked so hard on this video. I thought it felt like better than my last one, but it doesn't take off. I kind of go back into the mental mindset that resets, thinking, okay, Joe, sure, it didn't blow up. However, do you feel that this is a good video? And I think about that and go, or like same with a stream too. Like, oh, I felt I didn't do good on this stream. Like, I just have to think back and go, now let's think. Did you put the effort that you wanted to put that you would make a good video or stream? And if I say yes, then I say, then it's a good stream.
It's a good stream.
Like, sure, disappointing that we didn't get there, but that means next time we can't dwell on this. Let's go. And if not, like if I was like, oh yeah, I didn't try too hard, or like I felt I could have done better, then it's like, okay, lesson learned. That's the key points we'll focus on for next time, and we'll continue on. So it prevents me from getting burnt out and sad and all that and losing motivation. You know, I have to find the good stuff. I have to force myself to be like, these are the good parts, and we'll focus on that. Sure, there's things we need to do to improve, but like, you gotta always, you know, you gotta give yourself a cookie. You know, motivational cookie.
A motivational cookie. Put a carrot on a stick.
Cookie.
Yeah.
You gotta put on a motivational sticker on your motivational hat. Putting back the hat. Put a sticker on the hat that said "Job well done," so that you could keep on going. Okay, you know.
Yeah.
So that's how I try to do that. A combination of just pacing myself, taking breaks, and then making sure to also give myself like those motivational cookies, essentially those stickers, those words of inspiration saying, yeah, you did a good job, that's a good thing you did here. So that I could, you know, continue on doing it. Otherwise, I just crumple and fall and bleh,
Yeah.
quit.
Yeah. But then how about hurdles that you've had to overcome? What's the biggest hurdle that you've had to overcome as a VTuber since you started? You know,
Biggest
bar the burnout.
Bar the burnout. I think it would be like bar the burnout. It would probably be just having the confidence to like reach out, and that's still a hurdle I'm still going over, but like it's like it comes and goes, coming over it. Like reaching out for like collabs or reaching out for like emotes or like commissions or anything, you know, because again, that thought of like, am I good enough, or like will they take me? Like,
What if they say no?
what if they say no?
Yeah.
Like, because like, you know, you think of like, oh man, this VTuber, like Iron Mouse getting all these cool outfits, or all they got these emotes and whatnot, and like I want that
get those
stuff too. I want to get that.
Yeah.
But then you think like, but what if they say, nah, you're not good enough? No. Or like, no, I don't want to.
That's the imposter syndrome coming in.
Yeah. And so like, it's definitely, that's a hurdle that like, I think I, for the first time, like overcome when getting this model from Kamochiru.
Oh.
Because I was like really like pacing back and forth, being like, should I even try? Like, I don't know. Like, should I try to do it? And then I got over the hurdle to be like, screw it, why not? Worst answer is literally just no. I won't. Like,
That's true.
yeah. So definitely the hurdle of like just reaching out, like making that decision to actually take the first step to reach out. Same with collabs too. I'm very bad at collabs going, and all of that. But I
the
get
only
proud of myself.
advice I can give, you know, running a show on the 59th episode is just shoot your shot. If their DMs are open, fucking use it. Send them a DM. If they check their message requests, you might get a response. Otherwise, you might just never get a response, and you'll be lost forever in spam between all of the GFX bots, and know that you're better than the GFX bots. You're a diamond in the rough.
I am not a GFX bot. That's my
Exactly.
I am better than you.
Exactly. You don't, when you feel down, at least you can always fall back on, at least I'm not a Twitter GFX bot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which honestly, sometimes, have you ever like tried to actually hold a conversation with a GFX bot?
I did once, just to be a little bit of a gremlin memer, and
It's so difficult to tell whether they're actually a bot or a person.
yeah, I'm like, are you an actual person? Because I kind of feel bad if I'm kind of being a rather big dick to you if you're an actual person. I mean, somewhat, not too much, because you're kind of being annoying. Why are you in my DMs with your spam?
Why are you in my DMs offering me paid work that I don't want?
Oh, I feel kind of bad, but at the same time, no. Why are you in my DMs? Get out. But it is difficult. So it's really weird, kind of creepy in a way. It's like,
yeah.
It's like, I know you're a bot, but this is too much.
If you're a real person, just don't brand yourself as a GFX account. Don't make your name like GFX Sarah or GFX Claire or whatever the fuck. It's always some basic white girl name. If I have to put it that way, it is. And then it's like, you know, it's just a random hot white girl photo that they pulled off of the internet or whatever. And then their bio is something like, hey, I do graphics, I do overlays, logos, panels, VTuber model, 2D, 3D. They're like masters of trades. They wear every single fucking hat under the sun.
I'm an astronaut, I'm a chef, I'm an admiral, I was in FIFA, I was actually there at the winning game of FIFA, I'm also your mom, like, I'm everything. Come on, commission me.
I mean, for some VTubers, apparently those GFX bots are their moms. Like, you know, Iron Mouse has had many mothers, apparently. With like, you know, And so has Callie. Like the amount of GFX
yeah.
bots that say, you know, I made Callie's model and all that. Woo! Damn.
Like, dang.
Damn. That must have been a massive art project, huh?
Well, why are you working? Why are you saying you're on Fiverr for $5 then? What the heck's going on here?
Like, damn, can I buy Callie's model for $5? Hell yeah!
Now that's a Black
That's a
Friday
steal.
steal.
For real. And then how about the Christmas special, the New Year special, the Chinese New Year special, the Easter special, the Halloween special? Can't forget that.
You know, just permanent discount all around. Just let's leave it at like
yeah. It's the 2023 discount. It lasts the entire year.
Exactly. Last entire year. Oh, we're gonna renew it and change it to 2024 for next year.
Yeah.
Wow, GFX Pod, you're so kind and thoughtful, and I love you.
I
Oh
know,
my
right?
goodness.
They're so amazing. Such amazing AI.
I too can be now a art sibling of Callie and Iron Mouse at the same time.
Dude, what if they actually, like, a scary thing, Chat GPT, have you heard of it? It's that really intelligent AI that you can like ask them to write scripts and stuff for you.
Oh, I have heard of that.
What if
It's
somebody
scary.
uses that to make a realistic, like actually proper looking GFX bot? And then like, you know, they can just use the AI to build up their media, their AKA their quote unquote portfolio. And then like they reach out to you and speak to you like a human would. Bruh.
That's kind of scary. I'm not gonna
Shit's
lie.
scary.
That's like a multi-layered pyramid scam.
Yeah.
I'd be terrified. You wouldn't know you're in the deep end without money and living off on a beach somewhere until it's too late.
Like one of my friends sent me the other day, they found a VTuber on Twitch who is an actual AI. Like the entire channel is run
heard about that one.
by an AI.
That.
And now they have the Hiyori model, the default model in VTube Studio. They now have the Hiyori model that it just uses somehow. And I don't know how. I'll send it to you. It's Vedal987.
That's kind of scary. Also, I'm also wondering the legality of that. Like, are they able to do they make money off of the stream? Like, there's donations and whatnot happening?
Probably. I'm not entirely sure how it works. They use like self-made AI though.
But how about the model though? Like, if this. Who owns the model, the default model? Because I'd imagine, could you?
I do believe it's. I do believe it's free.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe because it's a free model for what do you call it? From Life to D that they made themselves as like a free to use model, and they've got an AI that they're currently live playing Osu.
Playing Osu? Wait, an AI?
Yeah, the AI is playing Osu because I've read up about it how they make it work. So they have a they have a thing recording. The AI looks at the screen, and then it uses there's no background, and they use a minimalist black and white skin. So it uses light detection and sees, okay, this is where the dot goes, or this is where the circle comes up, and it's like, this one came up first, then this one, then this one, then this one. So they follow it like that. So that's how the AI learns how to play Osu. The AI reads the chat and uses probably something like ChatGPT to respond in a human-like manner. And then I don't know how the model tracking works. That's something entirely on its own that I have no idea. But the entire chat is just, the chat are people, but the entire stream, the model itself and everything is fucking AI.
Kind of nuts.
Ow.
A little scary. I don't know how that works.
I don't either. Like, that's taking shit to next level.
Goodness.
Like, imagine the person running the stream. They're making they're making bank without doing shit.
Jealous. Goodness.
It's
at
like,
the same time, like,
it's like right now, right? Like they're, as I said, they're live right now. They've got 2,550 people watching. They've got 37.2k followers.
jeez, what the heck?
And it's like you see subs and stuff rolling in. I see on the highlights 160 gifted subs is the #1 spot for Mad David 123 and all that. And it's just like
Mad Dave, what are you doing?
they've got like Streamlabs setups and all that. What? They're making bank.
They're making back. At the same time, I'm like, it's a robot though.
Yeah, it's a robot, dude. They set up their stream. They have the AI do everything, and they're making bank. They've got the AI doing. They're making content for them. What? They found the infinite money glitch. While they're streaming, they're probably editing videos to post them on YouTube so that they can get some ad rev.
My goodness.
Like editing videos while streaming. That is the true multitasking like capability and all that.
Really the money
Insane.
print right there.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of my personal feelings, I feel a little conflicted with it. But like
me
at the same
too.
time, it's pretty impressive. Yeah.
I mean,
Personally,
this AI is one that I don't really have an issue with. The other ones that I do have an issue with are like specifically, like the art AIs.
Yeah. 100%. Goodness. This one I think is more like kind of fun. I don't know. I hope it would become like everyone just becomes AI, because then that kind of takes away the fun of content creation,
Oh
But,
yeah,
like,
no, that would suck.
Yeah. At the same time, I'd imagine that's a lot of resources you have to manage. God,
It
like
is.
having to run a script like that, like.
Because then again, already just teaching the AI to play Osu is quite something.
Yeah, I feel like
Having the
think I wanna
AI be able to read the
AI.
chat and respond properly is also something. So I can't imagine how it would be like if they were to play COD or something. That's next level.
let alone if Call of Duty would even allow that, to be like, is that technically just a cheat?
It's a cheat bot. Yeah.
It's a cheat bot, and they'd be like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You don't allow cheat bots on our games.
Yeah, which is why they only do Osu, because
Yeah.
they're probably marked as a bot.
hmm
And I wouldn't be surprised if like Pepe or whoever the admin team is fucking know of them and be like, okay, yeah, no, we know their accuracy is gonna be like 100% or whatever.
That bot's learning too much.
Yeah, but we'll move on from AI and the GFX bots, and then go with the next question being, what are your goals with VTubing under content creation after your debut?
For sure. Yeah, obviously, like, big goal first we debut, but from there it would be if I want to put some more tangible goals, obviously I'd like to really build up my YouTube channel as well, and also Twitch. And then I guess from there, I don't want to just solely be like a channel where I just put like edited game content and whatnot, like and stuff like that. Again, I think another inspiration with what Soviet Womble did, because he did I think a whole very in-depth look of the game DayZ.
Oh yeah.
I love that little, I guess, mini series documentary he was doing. But like, in a sense, like, just branch out from just that, like, just, edited VOD content to like just making more creative videos. I want to do like, funnily enough, before I did VTubing, I used to do like a few machinimas, like with video games and whatnot. I think mostly War Thunder at the time. That kind of blew up a little bit, but I forgot the channel. I lost access to that account a while ago.
Oh.
But I want to kind of like bring that type of stuff in, maybe tie it in somehow to, obviously myself as Taishou Jyo.
Yeah.
And then, like how I said before, like expand more on like the lore and whatnot, and make like different forms of content with that. I guess in the style of what also Otaku Versus does. Like, they have like that character, but then they just expand on like possibilities you can use it. So I don't be limited to just streaming and
And probably
all
like
that.
how Merryweather
Oh yeah, yeah,
does like
yeah.
all of their
100%.
stuff. But then
Yeah,
again,
for sure.
Merryweather is just something else.
Yeah, maybe it was something else. I cracked out like author along with a team of really cracked out artists. But like I
Yeah.
do aspire to like do that type of stuff where like build a lot more lore and a lot more like stuff around it. Like
Hmm.
short videos, short film type of stuff. That's a goal I want to reach after debut. To not let the lore be confined to the debut, let it expand more out and be like a side thing. Kind of like
Yeah.
also like how Markiplier, he does this whole in space thing and
Oh
all those
yeah.
like side videos.
Yeah.
Or
And
like
how like
Luna's Honest.
Warstash, was it Warstash?
Yeah. I think it was
And, like,
Warstash, yeah.
I think I know Darkiplier was something.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Like I look up to like that stuff because like obviously he was known as like like a gaming YouTuber, you know, reaction stuff, all that stuff. But then he pushed on it to also not be confined to that. Like
Yeah.
again, like you know, in space or his like little short video interactive series.
Oh
Luna's
yeah.
Honest as well. Like that type of stuff. Like I want to not exactly say I want to do the same things as him, but like branch out. I don't want to be just what is the status quo for VTubing
Hmm.
because I probably would get not burnt out, but get bored. I'm still I like to create. I used to do a lot of drawing. I haven't streamed drawing in a while. I want to get back into that.
Hmm.
And I am still learning to like do other forms of like
I honestly love streaming art because it's just motivation for me to actually fucking work properly for like 4 hours.
Same. I get too nervous, but I need to build. That's get over that hurdle. Let's do it. So that I have the motivation and the experience to draw and get better at drawing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Actually, with that, moving on to a different question that I sometimes ask. What are some content avenues that you would like to go down in the future,
Ooh,
or would like to explore in the future, rather, like art?
Like art?
Hmm.
Definitely art. I think I really thought heavily on this. Similar to art, I guess for another form of art, like animation. I've been
Ooh.
trying to learn 3D animation and all that, so that I can make cool stuff. Even 2D animation too. Just a little bit. I like, for example, for one of my follower alert, I have like a little animation of a sprite of like a mascot. That represents the Koi Mariners, the name of my fans, people that follow me. And I was the one that I managed to learn through like over a month how to like make a very simple, rough like jumping animation with it through like Photoshop and After Effects. I was really proud of, and I just want to continue that too. Like just learning animation, 3D maybe modeling and animation as well, and I think even filmmaking. I kind of like had the thought when I was in Japan, like a month back in November, where I do like to watch a lot of like J vloggers, people that live in Japan, just vlogging about life or like vlogging about different stuff. Yeah, like abroad in Japan, exactly. Yeah, abroad in Japan.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My homeboy
And, like,
Chris.
Chris, oh man, I love that man. Like, I was thinking, like, what if we could do like something like that too, or like it's even like stories IRL? Because I mean, after all, I'm a sea dragon that's learning about humanity, and what's a better way to learn about humanity than being a part of humans? You know, going to human society.
I am human, moo.
I am human, moo. Don't ignore my little horn antlers here. Those are decorated.
I'm cosplaying right now. Nudge, nudge.
Nudge, nudge. The big thing that I thought about that is that recently, so like, I talked. Funnily enough, I talked about this on stream yesterday.
Oh.
Sony's coming out with the technology called Mocopi, MOCOPI, which is a
I think
very
I've
like
seen that.
simplified. It's a simplified like mocap like.
Yeah, I think I've seen
device.
it. Does it have like
It's really
did it show it with like the people dancing and then it replaces them with their 3D avatars in AR?
Yeah, and like yeah. Except like you don't need a whole studio and everything. Like you even use it like outside IRL. You just need an iPhone, I think, or the data. And I thought that was really cool. And like, what if like that could be a thing? Like, oh hey, I'm going on a trip somewhere. Let's just do a little vlog.
Yeah, then you're doing like a stream from your phone or something, and then you just upload. You make a 3D model of well your model, and then you upload that to the thing. So it's like, and then I don't know how the calibration works. That's like if it like if it sees you like your face and your outfit that you're currently wearing, and it's like, okay, this is the person that it needs to track and overlay the model onto.
I know they have like with Mokopi, what I've seen, they have like buttons kind of similar to what the Quest does. You attach it to your wrists, your forehead, I think your hips and your legs.
Oh, okay, so they have those types of trackers, the full body trackers then.
Yeah, and they're very minimalist too, so they're not bulky at all. They're like kind of the size of like a coin.
Yeah, so you can hide them easily.
Yeah, exactly. I was
like you put it on your ankles and you wear long socks or even just ankle socks.
Yeah.
If you put it on your wrists, just wear armbands around it if you want to hide it early, or if you're wearing a hoodie or something, easy.
Yeah.
Your forehead, okay, that one's a bit more difficult to hide.
Maybe that or a beanie.
Yeah, just wear a beanie.
But like, yeah, then like essentially there, the boom, like it just tracks you, and I'm like, that's honestly pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's relatively, I think it's cheaper than even the Oculus Quest for
shit.
Like $360.
But then again, the only application for it is in AR.
Yeah, essentially, that's the only application. So you could do it for, I don't know, I think you could do it for live streaming. I'm not too sure. You could do it for
I mean, yeah, you can stream like, with the AR.
Yeah, with mocap for if you want to put it into like a video later on and post thing. I think you can use it in a VR chat. That's what I've been hearing. That's the biggest implement. Yeah, and that sounds a lot more enticing because
you don't have to wear that entire fucking headset and all of the cables and
like you essentially be playing like PC VR chat, but then you just have the mobility of
not
a VR user. So like I mean, I'd imagine that like with the extra stuff for VR, like you'd have to have the headset and the arm tracking, or the basic like stuff you hold in your hands.
Yeah.
Any of the extra stuff is like probably up to 500 more, but instead you just have all of that for like the 360 with the Mokopi, and I'm like, that's pretty big brain.
I mean, you'd probably still need the headset for the the VR viewing.
That's true. Yeah, you might need that for the VR viewing. Unless you'd use your PC.
Or unless they make like something that's like how the Google Glass was.
Oh yeah.
Like in with Elon Musk with Neuralink, and then you build the nerve gear and all that.
Oh no. You're tapped in the world of VR chat forever.
Oh shit.
With all those, I haven't been among. I haven't seen a lot of VR chat stuff in a while. The last thing I remembered was the whole Uganda Knuckles, and that's it.
Yeah, that's the last time when I was on VR chat. Also, kind of. I've never really been into VR chat because I don't have a VR headset or anything, so it's not the same. It's like sitting at your PC. Oh, that's something that you want to go into.
Kind of, no. Also, I think that's also another gateway that got into VTubing.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember those old VR chat users? Especially Zen?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zen used to be that too. And so I was like, oh yeah, that reminds me of that too.
No, I've got a couple of friends who are still... I've actually got a couple VTuber children who are like VR chat dancers.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. But yeah, like that might be another avenue I want to get into. Like more that 3D. Like I think VR chat might be the method because I don't know what I would do. 3D besides VR chat.
Me neither.
Really?
I mean,
like,
I would
that or the IRL
AR
thing with Mokopi, but those are the only avenues I know.
Honestly, because I like going on like outings and stuff. And if I was able to, okay, let's say I want to go climb Table Mountain and fucking make a stream of that, and then I could use Mokopi, and then it's like you just see this hot demon bitch, fucking what's it, Bobby Niku, was it?
Yeah, Bobby Niku.
Yeah, there's a hot demon Bobby Niku fucking climbing the mountain. Then that would be something that I could do because I like doing outdoorsy stuff. I just don't do it that often.
Impossible. Yeah.
But then I could be like guided tour.
From like VTubing, like a lot of the stuff is mostly saturated right now with like obviously games and streams right now, which makes sense. And then you have like some people that like especially push the envelope with like say onigiri with cooking.
Yeah.
VTubing stream.
Yeah.
That stuff. And like I want to see more of that. Like that stuff's exciting. Like imagine like anyone trying to do IRL streams. And
a
not
lot
in the
of that
sense of like
is on TikTok. Like that's the thing that I've heard, that TikTok is a lot more IRL streams. Like people that do stream on TikTok is a lot more IRL stuff. And like I've heard of people that like they're going to a party with their friends and they just put their phone on TikTok and just stream the fucking thing. Which in my opinion, I don't like that.
I wouldn't do that. Personally.
I wouldn't like that.
I would want a more controlled environment.
Yeah.
Like maybe not like those IRL live streams where I'm going around doing stuff, but like definitely something post production.
Yeah.
Like vlog. I'll edit myself in afterwards type of things, which I was actually trying to do with my Japan trip. I took a lot of footage there. That'll eventually happen when I have the willpower to get all that footage.
Eventually.
But like
gotta dangle that cookie.
I dangle that cookie, give the motivation.
Yeah.
Gotta put on my motivational cap. But yeah, I think those are like both for myself to do, those new avenues of like content creation, but also it'd be also just exciting to see VTubers go through that too. Because I think that like I see VTubing as like a medium of content.
Yeah.
Or like it's a form of content you can do. Not strictly like a genre. I guess. Like with what I think with genre, it's like, oh, VTubers they only stream games and like chatting and like that and Avatar. Boom.
Yeah, like, pretty much.
I mean, that is what it now.
That's where we are now.
We can push the envelope. We can
be the mailman.
We can be the mailman. You can wear your mailman hat and watch yourself being a VTuber mailman, but actually there, showcase around, giving people packages. I don't know, but like in that sense of like IRL
I think
stuff.
that would
like,
breach. I think if you were to do that, I would probably breach some privacy policies with whatever company you're working for.
That's not some ethical advice. That's content advice, not ethical advice. So don't exactly follow that. That's
it's
an
not
option,
professional advice either. We are not lawyers.
Advice.
We are merely jokesters on the internet. Do not take anything we say seriously.
Yeah, don't be the VTuber that's like, yeah, my content is trespassing on people's homes and finding random stuff to steal. Like, no, we're not. No, I don't advocate that. That is a form of content you can't do.
Urbix already has a big enough following. We don't need VTubers doing it too.
Exactly. So
like, urban exploration is already a thing. If you want to watch it, just go watch Shay.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I want to push those bounds. I think that's a motivation for me to do, and those forms of content from animation, like the lore stuff, and making videos like that on top of what I'm doing right now would be something I want to do for, especially at least next year, if not moving forward too.
Okay. And then let me ask then the last question that we have for now before we go into the Q&A. What's been the happiest moment or the greatest achievement you've had since you've started?
Ooh, okay. Happiest moment. Can I break it down into like those two separately, like achievement separate?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Happiest moment would definitely be kind of tying back the Kamo Chiru family, all my art siblings, because I think when people go into the VTuber sphere, it can be a very difficult to get help from fellow VTubers, form those cliques and like those friends, get to know people. Starting off, especially because I always hear like, you know, oh, people taking advantage of you and whatnot and all that stuff, or which I personally don't think everyone's as nefarious like that, obviously, but you know, horror stories tend to be outliers that people remember more than the norm, you know. But I think I was very happy to get to know the Combo fam, because having that sense of a support group early on is such a big motivator, and like a great place to learn a lot of stuff. Like really quickly, it's like, oh yeah, we're siblings and we're pretty chill. We get to know each other, and then we just pop in questions like, oh, how do you do this or that? And like, I think that's a super helpful resource that I was really happy to have in the beginning of VTubing. Otherwise, I think a lot of stuff would have been done a lot later in the year. In terms of in terms of achievements,
getting that War Thunder sponsorship.
Yes, yes. I got that one. I mean, it was technically a Stream Elements thing, so like they always
did you actually?
Like, it was a stream. It was a Stream Elements like thing. Like, oh yeah, accept this thing, you can do it. But like, I would love to have an official sponsorship someday.
Official, No, I'm manifesting it. That's why I'm saying it. I'm saying like, it's happening.
Got good thoughts come true.
Yeah.
The universe, all that good stuff.
Me thinking, money. I'm manifesting Mr. Krabs. Money.
Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs on your desk. This is not what I wanted. Say money.
Fuck. I'm gonna end up like one of my friends and get a crab in my toilet. No joke.
What?
No joke. Let me find it. Let me find it right now. It was like yesterday or the day before. One of my friends posted a photo on their Twitter saying, "Not the crab coming back again," or not Mr. Krabs coming back into. Yeah, I found it. I found it.
It's back again, not like first time.
Yeah, it's like, again. It's again. It's he's fucking back. Here. I'm DMing it to you real quick, and I'll also post it in chat. It's another South African VTuber, Raven. She posted two photos of her thing, of a toilet, saying he's fucking back. I can't even. I am now forever living in fear of Mr. Krabs living rent free in my shitter, the penny pinching bastard.
But it is just there. What the hell?
For real, dude. There's just a crab in her toilet.
Rambling.
So that's what's gonna happen if I manifest him too much. Huh?
Common occurrence in South Africa? Crabs crawling up the toilet?
No, it's not. At least not where I live, because I live in the fucking suburbs. We have no crabs near us, but I don't know where she's from, but yeah, and also she added a reply to that, because someone replied, "What the fuck?" and then she replied, "I don't know. Google isn't helping either. I got no answers and unlocked a new phobia to boot," because the photo that she posted is, "Oh, and at Belinda Motion, my mother-in-law woke up to something heavy walking over her chest while she was sleeping. It was a big crab as well. It had somehow climbed onto the bed." Excuse me?
Oh my god. The crab is... What the hell? That sounds like more of an Australia moment than a South Africa moment. What the
For
heck?
real. So, maybe I should not be manifesting Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, for like, unless I was in the mood to eat, I'm good.
Are you sure you would want to
Mr.
eat the
Krab.
toilet crab, though? Do you want to eat the
Good point,
toilet crab?
Yeah, no, I don't know where that crab's been.
And the worst thing is, I don't think you can just flush him away.
Oh no, that guy's stuck. He's staying.
He lives
That
in the
crab is
ocean. He knows water.
form of content creation. I'm gonna be like an IRL like vlogger, but I'm gonna be like, hey guys, it's Taishou Jyo here on the sub. I have a crab in my toilet. I just show the camera to the crab in the toilet. So today's video is about us trying to unclog the toilet of all the crabs in the submarine that I live on. Because all the crabs, because apparently Master's not the only one. There's probably like 5 more at least.
It's one of those things where it's like you see one and you know there's more.
Like I know you're not the only one, you little
like
fucker.
a mosquito.
Where's your friends? Tell me where they are. God damn it.
Just wait until he pulls out a knife. You've seen that gif of a crab wielding a knife.
Oh yeah, like the crab's like, oh, this isn't me being stuck. This is a boarding party.
This one.
We're boarding. Yeah, that one. This is a boarding party. Give us the ship. I am the captain now.
Look at me. I am the captain now.
Look at me. I'm the captain now. Oh, it's a crab with a knife.
Bro, that's just fucking scary. I would also unlock a new phobia if I were to go into the shitter and just see a fucking crab there.
Well, they had a knife too.
Oh no. It's like, soon you're gonna be bleeding from your arse. And it's not gonna be from that Taco Bell you had.
You wish it was.
No, it's gonna be from fucking Ocean Basket.
God.
I don't know if Ocean Basket is an international brand, but it's a seafood place here. I don't know seafood places in fucking America.
What do we even have here? I'm Joe's Crab Shack. And
Joe's Crab Shack? Are you just plugging yourself right now?
no,
You're just plugging your toilet?
Wait, I just realized though. It's not my Crab Shack. It's Joe with the E. I wish I owned a Crab Shack. You know, maybe it's competition. Maybe I should own my own Crab Shack.
You should.
I'll be
It's like I've got my own clothes and I'm fighting Zara.
I should make my own crap. There's another thing I need to do for content.
Merch?
Another thing to branch out to. No, Crab Shack.
Oh, a Crab Shack.
A food place.
Alright, goals for 2023. Let's go. Make a Crab Shack.
Make a Crab Shack animation lore debut. I debut with my Crab Shack. Hey guys, it's Joe. I now have a Crab Shack now.
It's their debut and it's also the grand opening of Joe's Crab Shack.
I needed money, guys.
The tier 3 subs weren't coming through.
Knocking 3 birds with one stone. Monetization, food, and I get rid of, toilet crabs.
Exactly. The toilet crab situation's been solved. Just don't let the health inspection note find out where you source your crabs. Say they're all locally sourced.
Locally sourced.
Locally sourced freshwater crabs. They wouldn't know.
Chef's hat on too.
But yeah, that's going to be the last question that I have for you on the main question list. But we do have a couple questions in our Q&A section that's been up since earlier when I originally scheduled the stream.
Okay, I'm down to hear.
So, first off, we've got a question from Thea7, who that's not her name. She used to be Amber. A friend changed her name. She asked, do you have a favorite animal? If you do, what is it?
Ooh, it's a good question. Now, I'm not gonna pick dragon because I'm already a dragon.
Is it a crab?
Be a little bit of a no. Not things going out of toilets and wheeling knives. Not anymore.
After today.
Not after today. No, you're on the bottom of the list now, buddy.
Yeah. No, I think I would fear. I think I would fear a crab with a knife more than I would fear roaches, and I fear roaches greatly.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm still looking at that gif. Favorite animal. So I can stop thinking about the knife wielding crab. I'd say, tigers. Tigers are pretty cool.
Okay.
Like, I think they're a pretty cool, like animal. Like, I don't know why. Like, I guess say design are real creatures. like some art picture, but like design wise, they look really cool.
I do.
It sounds like I'm talking about like an alien talking about like artificial like some comic book character. It's an animal. Design wise, I think types are pretty cool. Why do you say design wise? That's so weird. Are you an alien?
It does. It does.
But,
it's
they
like
look
it's
cool.
like it's like your have you ever seen those shorts of like God creating a platypus?
Oh god, I think I have.
Yeah, and then it's like you're the angel who's assisting, and it's like, huh? You want to make it green, teal green. You wanted to give it a
Green.
duck bill, but you don't want to make it a duck. Okay. You want it to make a weird ass fucking noise that like. What? And you're just
And it
like,
lays
oh yeah,
eggs.
yeah. Tigers are cool design wise.
Tigers are cool design wise.
Oh, and it lays eggs. Yeah, it fucking lays
Yeah, it lays
eggs. Bruh.
Like Tiger's cool design wise. You want it to be orange, have stripes on it.
It can be white too.
It could
It can
be white.
with
That's
black stripes.
cool.
I see 2 mosquitoes
Yeah.
in my room. Fuck me.
Yeah, kill them.
Missed.
Kill them. Those are not my least favorite animal, along with the knife wielding crab.
Dude, I was
Um,
aiming at the one and then I saw the other and I was like, bruh, it's for real too.
You're back. But yeah, they're just tigers are cool. They are incredibly strong.
Hmm. They are. They
And-
really are.
And I remember specifically just the image of like a tiger purring like a cat, and I'm like, that's adorable.
yeah.
I expect the thing probably throw me into
He
the
could,
nether
bite,
sphere.
he could snap your entire fucking body with one bite. Easy.
Exactly, but yeah, tigers. I think tigers would be my favorite animal. Like, these look nice and they're really cool. Tigers are really cool.
They are. Design wise.
Design wise.
But okay, then another question from preferably just Simon. He asked, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Oh, was it like 32?
No,
I think there was
no, it's a
32.
woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
I thought someone actually like got an answer for that. They like actually got the mathematical breakdown of like
There is one of those, yes. There is one of those, yes, but that's not the proper answer. Okay, wait, no. Simon has resided. He says, "Damn it." 32 is the proper answer, I guess. Is it?
Yeah.
Simon?
Aha. Am I a genius?
It seems so.
Brain cap now.
That's what's being stored in that hat. The brain that's
Oh my
overflowing like
big-
Mega Mind. I think one of those
But, like,
mosquitoes just bit me in
random-
between my fingers.
Oh no.
Like, you know, on the
That's not
web?
gonna be good. Oh god, I had that happen before. I hate that.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. Itchy and
Yeah.
gross. Very gross.
Okay, and then Darkwater has asked, what animal would you want to be as a would you want as a pet? And you don't have to worry about maintenance, feeding it, or it being aggressive. Like
Ooh.
Pokemon animal behavior, but in a real world animal's mind. Oh, okay, like if you had to like capture a Pokemon, but it's a real life animal.
Ooh. I mean, probably go down the Tiger King route with the tiger.
Probably a tiger again. Alright.
Probably a
And
tiger
then,
again. Yeah.
and then the last question that I'm gonna ask you, wasn't actually asked, but I know my friend would ask it. My friend is a Black Tiger. He would ask, if money wasn't an option, what would you do? Or wasn't an issue? Like if you had like unlimited funds, what is something that you would do?
Ooh.
And why?
And why?
Although the what would probably explain the why as well.
Definitely. If I had money was not an issue, it would then be to like put all those resources into like say like learning like say animation, like art and stuff like that, and that would delve into many things such as like the classes, the lessons to do stuff, the maybe get like a proper place, like a full-on studio, like sound booth and like
Damn you.
animation stuff.
You're going
like,
the opposite route than I am, because you're like, I can use that money to learn more things. I'm like, I can use that money to hire more people to do those things so that I don't have to learn.
Well, that's too okay. Like you put on a idea that I didn't think of. I was like, instead of me doing it all, what if I just have other people do
What
it?
if you just have like a team of like 10 editors? And
You
it's
have a
like,
point.
you know,
Oh my-
an editor works on a video a day.
Oh, I would totally do that. I would just become like,
Make it
I would get
14
a
editors. Make it 14 editors, because that way you can give an editor 2 days to work on a video. And then they work in like a staggered 1-day formation. So then it's like,
ooh,
you know, and then your YouTube content is like, you can have it like 2 weeks backlogged, where it's like, you know, this, you stream this thing now, and then this editor has 2 weeks to work on that video.
ooh. That's big brain. Going down that route, I like that answer.
Yeah.
I think it would be more than like, instead of like doing all the stuff for myself, it'd be like, oh, this is a form of animation studio. Screw it. We're making memes an actual anime. Why not? Let's make myself an anime. Oh, you want
Hell yeah.
more of the lore? Season 1.
Season 1, let's go. Season 1 of Taishou Jyo.
Season 1, Taishou Jyo. That'd be kind of cool though. Like, I wonder if like any VTubers ever thought of like, what if I had my character be an actual anime character?
Well, that
What
would
if
be
I
wild.
became anime, and what would it be? Like a slice of life and action. I'll probably go down that route. You know,
Yeah.
why not?
Mine would definitely be
I'll
an
be-
isekai.
Oh, isekai. Would
It's
it be a
like-
reverse isekai?
Yeah.
You know, where like the fantasy character goes into our world.
Yeah,
Type of thing.
It was like that. But maybe I would start it out as the reverse isekai, then I would release a prequel,
Ooh.
and then later, you know, you can continue with a sequel or so. Or maybe you started out as a prequel. First season is just all in the other world, and then you get isekai at the end of the season. And then people are gonna either
Switch.
fucking love it or hate it. People only watch the first season, or they only watch from second season on.
The true diehards watch both because they're chads. They're
Yeah.
dedicated to the craft.
Yeah, true diehards will watch both.
True diehards.
It's
I'd
like,
probably go down
did
the
you
track
know?
route.
Did you know? Going back to the whole, that Girls Frontline has an anime.
No, wait, please.
Did you know that Girls Frontline has an anime and it actually follows the story accurately? Granted,
pretty
it only
cool.
follows the AR squad, so it's kind of fucking boring, but they are the protagonists
Oh.
of the series. So,
Like,
but I mean, the first season, honestly, is a bit boring because they're laying out all of the exposition and all of that. But it makes sense, and they put it together well. I cannot wait for the next season, because I feel like the
Okay.
next season is where shit's gonna pick up, because that's where shit picks up in the game. With like actual
Ooh,
shit
yeah.
going down and all that. Have I enticed you enough to play the game now?
oh yeah, you definitely did. I'm falling into that rabbit hole. I didn't fall into it. I got thrown into it. Like,
Let's go!
no, shot.
No, I
shot out of a
yanked you into
cannon.
it. I yanked you into it. I tied an
You-
anchor around your ankles and just, you know.
Just sent me into the Marianas Trench, and I'm just thinking. You were the
Exactly.
iceberg. I'm the Titanic. I'm now in the bottom of the sea of the Girls Front Line.
I'm the iceberg to your Titanic. I love
I'm not
that.
in the way that many people think. It's
No.
like
No,
oh,
no,
romantically? maybe
I'm
probably
I'm the iceberg to your Titanic, not the Leonardo to your whatever the chick's name was.
Yeah. It's like, oh, like when someone says like, "Oh my god," like romantically, no, they toss me
No.
to the deep end.
No,
I'm the-
I
I'm
mean
the wreckage in the
like
bottom
we
of the
destroy
Atlantic.
each other. It's mad.
Yeah.
It's mad. It's mutually assured destruction. That's what it is.
I'm just a crumbling wreck now. Pit that is Girls Front Line.
Alright, well, with that, I think we've been going on for long enough. It's been 2 hours and 40 minutes. Let me quickly do one last plug and then I'll be ending it. So, by the way, if you guys didn't know, go check out fnv.crd.co for everything to do with the show. You can find links to the audio-only platforms there, as well as a good Google Forms link, so that you can sign up to be a future guest. This will be our last episode for 2022. Granted, it is the 30th of this. Well, currently for me, it's the 31st of December. Happy New Year's. But yeah, make sure you go check out my wonderful guest here for my last guest for the year, Taishou Jyo, on Twitter and Twitch. It's just his links are all in the description, in the show notes, in chat, everywhere. Go check him out. He's amazing. You'll probably see us play War Thunder or Girls Frontline or World of Tanks or something.
Something.
Yeah, probably not Girls Frontline. That's the gacha game. That's something you play on your own time. But yeah, no, we'll probably organize something along those lines. I'll see to it. But yeah, with all of that, thanks everyone for stopping by. I've been your host, Zarastro. Is there anything you would like to say, Joe? Close off the episode, the last episode for the year.
Yeah, well, I guess, yeah, follow me on those socials, Twitter at Taishou Jyo, and Twitch for twitch.tv/Taishou Jyo. And actually, for my YouTube channel, it's also the same, just youtube.com/@Taishou Jyo. All the same. Yeah, you can see my videos there too.
You got the luck over there on your username. Fucking having the same thing on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, bro. That's insane.
I am the bigger brain. The thinking cap is here. But yeah, I guess other than that, I wish you all a wonderful rest of your 2022, and I hope that you have a very good coming 2023. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for letting me be the last guest for here.
Yeah, and thank you for being willing. I hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have enjoyed. This has been a wonderful year. And with that, for the last time in 2022, ciao for now.
Sun goes down, our spirits free. Nothing left but our energy. Take my hand.